Hello. Sorry we are a little bit late to this one. Welcome in everybody. It is the 26th episode of this podcast, which is crazy. Go on.
How do this again? You do your hands on it.
Yeah.
Like 10, 20, 6. Yeah, there you go.
That's 26. he's got
Yeah.
a finger abacuses. No, that sounds like you've got an abscess or something, doesn't it?
Oh God, yeah. But see, we talked about that. That's not good.
It's the late night serial podcast. It sounds weird because we haven't said it for a long time. We had the whole.
It feels very
October.
Weird.
It is
like the first episode all over again, isn't it?
I'll say the October.
How do we do things?
We had we had the podcast in early October. I want to say was the last time we did it because we did like a horror one.
Yeah, because we didn't have the Halloween one, did we? We were gonna have a Halloween one, dress up and stuff.
Yeah, and we just didn't do it.
Then,
and we didn't do it. And then we were supposed to have, and then just November came and went. You know what? Like, I think illnesses came, and then we're like, just things happened, and I would stream, and because I stream on the same day on a Friday, sometimes I'd be like, I am knackered. Like, I'm a bit knackered today, to be honest, because I had a bit of an epic stream today, and I was like in a tight.
You're upside down today.
I was upside down. Yeah, I was upside down
up on that ceiling.
It was really tough. That's what I was mate. Like that. Honestly, that costume was the tightest costume. I honestly was like,
don't sneeze or
I was that close. If I sat down, you just would have went. The thing would have just exploded, and it'd just be a naked guy standing like that. It was that dangerous. Oh, it was that dangerous. Welcome in Julio and Real Justin Studios. Welcome on, guys. Oh, your cam's frozen for a second there. It's fine now. It's fine now.
There you go. Sorry about that.
It's just one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, it was a bit of a stressful one today. No, it was stressful. It was just stressful because I thought, oh my god, I need to lose a few pounds or something like that to get more slimmer into this costume. But then again, I think like that's what Spider-Man does. He just wears a skin tight costume, doesn't he? So
yeah, when he takes the costume out, Big Bear Billy.
Exactly. Oh, that's what it is. Plump. When I'm wearing Sonic, it's fine because it's just like loose fitting, or Mario, it's loose fitting. But like a superhero one, oh my god! So if I get another one, it's like gotta be careful of that.
Because next time it's AI, the rest of your body.
Oh
instead
god,
of your face floating around.
Oh, that's probably a better idea. Anyway, it's called the Late Night Serial Podcast because.
Oh yes.
Before we get into the serial part of it, which hold your horses. This podcast is all about nostalgia and retro gaming and a lot of back in my day. Back in my day, we do that a lot.
I've actually naturally said that as well.
Oh, we all do
without thinking. I actually said that once. I went back in my day. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, we're at that age now. Kids don't do it because they don't have a back in their day because they never had a day. You know what I mean?
No.
But we do. We've had
our day.
We've had many days.
It's different to our day.
I am happy as well. Welcome in, guys. Yes, it's all called cereal as well because we have a splash of cereal at night because it's like that reminiscing over the two people. When we stay up watching movies or playing video games, you normally get a bowl of cereal or something like that. But today's a little bit different, isn't it, Plunger?
Yeah. Well, I've got a hard choice to make with today's one because it's now officially mince pie day.
It is.
It's actually the official mince pie day. It's in the
mince pie
calendar.
day.
If you don't see it, you got a bad calendar.
There's no packs.
It's there somewhere. But there's two though. I've got a dilemma, right?
Oh, yeah?
I've got two types. Oh, we got a traditional one. See where I went.
Oh, they're nice. Like it.
Traditional ones not quite good. But then also got these ones. They're like the finest ones. They're gingerbread maple mince pies. And they look like kind of like tart things.
They look like the poshest mince pies I've ever put my eyes on. What is going on with those? They're special, them.
They're a bit special. There's only 4 to a pack to these. The other one's got 6. He's only got 4.
You know the special when there's only 4 to a pack.
Yeah,
you know the special.
Not less for your money. You go, oh, that must be special. But it did get
go on.
Good Housekeeping award. Taste approved, apparently.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
Welcome in Busy as well.
Better.
Just Busy said, I must be in a different timeline. I've been eating mince pies for a month. Well, be honest. Well, oh god, get one out and smell it.
Yeah, I've got it.
Smell test. Well, you know me. I've been saying recently. Last year I overdid it with the mince pies. By now, I was well into 200, and I had to stop.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Even I didn't have that many.
It was
and I
was stupid.
Felt like I had them all the time.
Yeah. So this year, where everyone's been like, "Oh, I've been having loads," it's like I've stopped. I've been good. You know, because as you know, anyone who likes a mince pie, you really like it. I was saying this today. If you like mince pies, you love mince pies. If you don't, you really don't. There's no in between.
Yeah, you won't get. You'll try one and go, yeah, it's all right, but you don't like it though. If you say that, but next time you have one, you go, Oh, fancy. Oh, what's cup of tea? You go, yeah. You go, oh, a mince pie with
Mince
that.
pie,
Yeah, go
mince
on
pie.
then. It's like having biscuit. It's like having a biscuit tin, and just mince
Just
pies
go in
instead.
on the
And
way,
it's the
yeah.
whole
It goes
packet.
down with a nice cup of tea. What does it smell like? Does it smell good? The gingerbread
It
that's
smells
come out?
really nice. Yeah, very gingerbread. Quite very sweet smell.
Is that so? I'm guessing
And it
that's the
actually
one
has
you're
got
going to have.
filling as well.
Has it got mint in it
Like
though?
Yeah, it
I
does.
was
Yeah, it
gonna
does
say.
look like it. It's like a layer on top, but it has got
yeah.
the
You should have mentioned the mint bit.
Yeah, it said gingerbread and maple mince pies, golden short crust pastry filled with a rich maple syrup mince pie crowned with a gingerbread sponge, crystallized ginger.
Oh, this is very posh. To be
Top
fair,
that,
it's a special one. Top that. Having mince pies all night of the day. Top that. As Lindsay would say. So that's going to be your first mince pie.
I haven't had one. I've stayed away. I've even made sure not to even buy a pack. Because if I buy a pack and I'll get a bit weak and I go, I don't mind, just a little nibble on the corner of one. No, and it just ends up. But before I realised I've ate the whole packet,
Yeah, that's
and I was
it.
just sitting there crying to myself.
I started off having one a day, because I was on a calorie thing last year, and then I was like, 2 a day, and then I did get to 3 a day. It was bad because it got in at night. I was like, well, it's night time now, and I was like, stop counting the calorie. And it was just
Different time zone at that point,
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, okay. So to match yours, then I haven't went for a tradition. I didn't go for traditional either. And there's a little bit of a reasoning for this, a method to my madness, because everyone on my stream was like, Steve, you had a pact. It was the 7th of December. It's only the 5th. And I was like, I don't want to let Plunger down. Plunger was like, Steve, can we possibly do a mince pie each together? Because that would make me so much happier in life, and it'd be great.
My Christmas present.
And it's like, we could do that together on the stream and all that. So what I thought about doing, guys, is instead of going for a traditional mince pie, I actually did something like we did. I went for something a bit more special. And I went for puff pastry mince pies from Aldi.
Look at them! Now I thought you're gonna be like, I've only got standard ones. You have to go, go.
Well, I was thinking, because then people can't complain and go, well, that's not a proper mince pie. You can wait to the 7th to have one, and like one of those, and you can have.
That's why these are a little bit different.
It's a little bit different. Like they look a bit like sausage rolls. Yeah, they do look a bit like sausage rolls. But and I bought the box up as well, because I thought, people might think I've had one.
It's part of the package. It's like buying a special edition of a game.
Yeah, exactly. Do you remember when we used to be kids and you get your mince pies and you'd be able to read the box on the train back home?
Yeah, on the bus you're going. That's really good. Them.
You don't get that anymore, do you? You don't get trains back home manuals or whatever.
No instructions.
No instructions
in there.
Sad, isn't it? Remember those days? Open it's like a monster. Doing.
See,
How long it's
been? Quality.
How long it's been?
Quality. I know.
Ooh.
Got shaking.
Plastic.
Oh yeah.
They do look like mince pies though, yeah. So before you have a nibble.
I haven't yet. I won't do what I did before, because one year I literally put it on the sofa.
Oh, you did?
And it sat there for like most of this stream.
You're not wrong, Julio. The box is going to be gone tonight. Yeah. God, the smell.
Well, I've only got 4. How many did you get in yours, by the way? I didn't see.
No, it's not as posh as yours. 6. Mine was from Aldi. I got mine today. You got yours from Co-op, was it?
Yeah, the Co-op.
I don't because I've got a Co-op. I don't think it's one of those Co-ops though, because I think that those Co-ops are posh ones, aren't they? Because the one we've got is just like it's just a Co-op, but it doesn't look. I don't think it sells them. It's like basic stuff.
That's all we've got around here. So it's like that or nothing.
Yeah, that or Harrods, and what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right. So do you want to do that? Don't.
Yeah,
go. Dink. Everyone's got the mince pie. We've all dinked. Right, here we go, guys.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. Okay. I can't. No, it's not come out on camera very well, is it?
Oh, it does. Oh, everyone's salivating right now. Do
you know what they are? I'm not just saying that because they're expensive ones, but no, that is really nice. Yeah, that whole pack of 4. Nah, that's me done for tonight.
Oh god,
I'm gonna have dinner after this.
I want to try yours because of that gingerbread element. I love gingerbread.
Do you know what? Because it's actually, I thought it was kind of like a sponge bit on top. It's more like it's got like a layer of sponge, but it's more like a little bit more crispy type of bits around it. So you've got like the top layer a little bit crispier, then you've got like a sponge bit just below it. Almost like a cake, but not quite.
This is as much as I love it. I did have these last year. The ratio between puff pastry and mince pie is really off. There's a lot of puff pastry, a lot.
That might be why there's 6 to make up for it.
I know. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it also doesn't feel like a mince pie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like a lot of pastry. It feels like I'm eating like I'm trying to think like a Bavarian slice without the cream. You know, something like that, which I love, but it doesn't feel like a mince pie. So, you guys at home who go like, well, that means you can have a proper one on the 7th. That's true, guys. That's true.
Yeah.
But I still want to have a special one now.
Yeah, this bit, honestly, yeah, I'm not saying that, and this is not a sponsor in any way, obviously by the co-op or anything, but these are, if you got a company near you and you want to try some different ones, because what I wanted to do one year, I don't know if you're still up for it at some point, we need to get like mince pies from all different shops, all different ones, and do a video reviewing all of them.
That'd be a good idea, actually.
Still got sick afterwards.
Have you ever seen those videos? Those guys who go around rating dinners and all that. And they
and
they go and get like, I've got these chips, and this. Oh no, this pie's not very good, or whatever. They do that. We could just go around the mince pie hunters, go around to the place, and just go, this pie's not very good. We just do that.
Right on the floor.
Oh, yeah, this is terrible. What's the views? We'll be famous. That's how we'll make our millions.
Go viral, mate. Go viral.
Mince pie people. There's probably a better name. Got a co-op around the corner. Julio says definitely grabbing some. Julio is in love with yours.
Yeah, I can't remember much they were though. I've got no idea.
Not seeing much love for mine.
I don't know. I said anything at yours yet. No, because they do like sausage rolls.
No, yeah, that was yours was like, oh my god, look amazing. Mine, they look like sausage rolls. Well, what can you do? So I'll get a proper one of the weekend, guys, and then you were like, oh yeah, there's a proper mince pie. Hey, there's something else that we've also got in common.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you're wearing.
I was one of them people, and yes, I know how much it has cost me, but
I didn't do it. Because
it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I thought about it like this. I thought, right, when's the chance am I ever going to get to do this again?
Next year.
Really? Because I know. That's what I've got it. Danny said to me, it might be on next year. Yeah. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, I guess, but yeah. We bought a few bits. Danny even bought the Gladiator medal.
Oh my god, the medal was cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like metal as well,
Yeah.
like really thick and that. I got like a key ring, this, and of course I had to get one of these each, which I don't know if you've got yours.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I've got my foam.
I only got one. I asked Lynn if she wanted one. She was like, she's not bothered. She'd share mine because he's not materialistic.
One each.
She was gonna like. It'd end up in this room anyway. You know what I mean? So I just got one.
Yeah, true. That's the same with this one.
So honest though, how much were they? Weren't they like a $5 or something? So were they cheap? I think they were like a $5. I thought they were quite cheap because I expected.
I can't remember what they were.
I think I remember.
They weren't as much as I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be more because I'm thinking, well, this is the most iconic things the show has. So, like,
I think as soon as we said we were going, it was like the first thing. We need one of these. Yeah. You've got to get one of these.
But there were some people though, proper flexing. There was people turning up, and their one had BBC written on it, and I was like, "Oh, is there different variations?" No, these were people that went to the filming of the show and then went to live one. And went, "Oh, I'll bring my BBC
I didn't
one."
Notice that. I didn't. I wasn't looking at anyone else's fingers.
No, I did. I was up my nose at people's fingers.
So, what do you call these?
Well. You got this. You got this large finger there, but you got an overall hand part to it.
Okay, so what do you call it?
It goes on your hand.
What do you call it? What do you call it?
I call it and it's made of foam as well.
Yeah.
I would say, and it's the shape of a hand. And it's foam, so I would call it a foam hand.
Interesting that you say you would call it a foam hand. When literally just before the podcast, we were like, "Oh, we should talk about gladiators." Danny. No. Where's my foam fingers? Literally said that. Literally called Danny for foam fingers.
I was out of the room. How did you hear me?
And also, Julio said, "I agree with Julio agrees with the facade they put on the camera. Behind the camera, foam fingers.
There you go. Look, it's a bit dodgy now, actually. Well, I might say there's a big finger there, but I can do that. But yeah, and also the thing that made us laugh as well, on the big screen, it had "Buy your merch," and on big letters it had
foam. Yeah, I literally took a photo of that. I put it in Discord that day. Literally.
Steve got to them as well. Yeah, shouted out, and yeah.
It was great though.
I asked though, and could I have two of the foam fingers, please? I said that, and they went and got it for me. I didn't say foam.
Well, yeah, because they know the lingo. Yeah, we just got that. I just got that. I was looking at other things. I knew I was going to the labyrinth thing as well and all that. There was like a loads of things going ahead.
Well.
I bought loads of stuff from that.
Yeah.
But the Gladiators one, it's one of those ones I know I'll go back to because it's going to be a yearly event because it was awesome, wasn't it? Like it was amazing.
Really good. I also bought the program as well.
Oh, did you?
I was a bit like not sure, but it is a gorgeous book.
Yeah.
It's got the thing is, I got that for not just because like for the event, but quite historical because you've got what the current gladiators were, what the current contestants are, the games that were done for that year, the year on it.
I was a bit jealous of that. I was thinking I should have got that because it does tell you about all the gladiators and that at the moment. Yeah,
high quality, like it's that kind of got that heavy plasticky smell where you know big books and they're massive.
I tell you what, when I was talking about on stream and you were there, I was like, I didn't want to talk about like the events at all because I think that's a massive spoiler if you're going. Because also, isn't it amazing when you sit down and you see how it's gonna all the events kind of rolled out and you just get excited because you can see what they're gonna do, but the way they do it is incredible. Like they'll do one event and then they'll have like a talking bit, or they'll bring other old gladiators on or whatever and do something while the crowd, warm the crowd while they're putting away the other one. It's so well done.
It's especially when we're putting the Eliminator together and then doing the old Travelator bit and all that sort of thing. And I was thinking,
it was a jigsaw.
How's that going to work?
Yeah,
it was a jigsaw and that. And I was like, how are they going to do like, because I'll say to talk about Eliminator, because in case there's anyone still to go and see it, because it's still on to Leeds, the last venue, I think.
Is it?
Which is it this weekend?
Yeah, I was surprised when you went because I seem to have gone like a way earlier. I didn't know it was going for that long. I got proper scared when you said you were Gladiators. I went. When are we going? When are we going? I thought we missed it or something. Yeah.
So, how have you seen it so early? Because ours was right at the end of the month. It was like I literally went last weekend. Oh yeah, it was not that long. Yeah, whatever that date. Because
it felt ages ago before. But I mean, it just it shows how popular it's been. Because it was pretty much like sold out.
They added extra dates on. I think. Oh, one thing. Did you have it at your one? Because me and Steve haven't actually spoken about this. This is the first time we've probably had a proper chat. Did they have the photo booth section?
Right at the start, they had like a VIP section where you can meet some of the gladiators. I saw that.
They had that in the main arena.
We had people queuing outside as well. Yeah, but I don't think it was with like gladiators. It was just like you stand with someone behind you.
Yeah, basically it was like a digital picture booth bit, but it would superimpose a gladiator next to you, so you look like you're like put your arm around it, but they're not really there. And I was like, I might do that. I thought that might be fun.
How much was that though?
£10 a picture.
No.
And I was like, you know what everyone did though? A couple of people obviously did it. But a lot of people, because it had the backdrop of the Gladiators live thing, people were just basically getting their phones and taking pictures instead.
It feels weird, like in this day and age, that people still get photos on these kind of things. It's like when you go to a fairground or something, and you're on a roller coaster, and they take a photo of you.
Yeah.
And you get you come out, do you want a photo? I was like, no, I'm paying £25 or something.
Yeah,
it feels weird.
I used to get a couple of them. Like in America, I did all
back then before like phones.
But that was years ago. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it feels. Like not because it's not worth it, because you're not going to get that vantage point if someone's taking a photo in there. But the cost of them, this is like it's a bit too much.
Well, and the way they got you as well is because there was no one taking money. It was like touch your phone on the scanner thing. It was one of those.
Oh god.
So everyone's like, people were like, because kids would be like, oh, I really want to do that, and the dad's like, go on in, and they put the phone on there like, oh, there goes that.
Instantly lose some money. Yeah.
So
who was about any old gladiators? I didn't see any old gladiators. I think I misspoke when I said the old gladiators. One for me is that they brought up Diamond, who was injured. I don't know if that happened at yours.
Oh really? Oh, yeah. She was in our one.
She was actually in yours.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, she was part in our one.
Yeah, she came out and just showed all the kids how to do the diamond stance and all this, and then everyone. Oh yeah. And I was like, I didn't do that.
Oh, there's
some cringy bits.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand. Obviously, it's probably more for kids in us.
Yeah, it is. I realise that.
But then you know that most of the parents are from that age, from when it was on. Yeah, it's been like, oh, everyone now do air guitar.
Yeah.
And me and Danny looked at each other and said, no, we're good, thanks. We're down.
It was a bit like that.
When else do it.
We did the when someone fell off. We did the you pick up these and we were just doing doing one by dust. All that's fun.
That was fine.
But noticed because it wasn't an official official games that you see on TV. The referee was a little bit more like a bit theatrical, a bit like pantomime.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, did everyone see what he did?" All that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, boo, and then and then sort of when I were looking, and then one bit, I don't know if your one had it, because I know obviously different shows, but the referee, and it's a guy who's doing the current one. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
That guy anyway, really good guy. He took the mickey out of one of the gladiators during one of the games. Again, I don't want to say which game in case, ruin anyone else. And they went, well, all right, if you think you're so great, you do it then. and then gave him this item to hold, and he took part in that.
So it was dual then.
No, it wasn't dual.
No,
it wasn't dual. No, it wasn't dual.
I want to know now.
Yeah,
which one could it be?
I could say because it could be.
Oh, you know what? Why didn't you say? Because I don't think anyone's going to choose. What's the likelihood of anyone watching this and then it ruins for them in the next couple? I don't think anyone's going to.
It was Gauntlet.
Oh wow! Okay, so that was the one that he was messing around with in ours as well, and he was getting all the crowd involved.
Yeah. They gave him the long sponge bit at the end because he said something to somebody, and then when they were coming through, he said, because he just got trying to disqualify someone because they weren't doing it properly. And then I can't remember who it was now. They said to him, I think I recorded a little bit of it. Said, no, you do it then. They gave it to him. And then the contestant went against him, sent him flying. The referee went absolutely flying. And the other bits was really good. Again, it was more of a show than it being as competition as
I was wondering if some of it was kind of planned. Because there's some bits where they throw one of the contestants over in the gauntlet area. Just pick them up and throw them out. And I was like, was that planned? Because it would be you'd have to know when to fall and... There was bits like that. And one bit that was really good, even if it was planned or not, it was really well done. We had Joe as one of the guy who's the winner of the first series, I think. He was there. And in one episode, he did a front forward somersault at one point. Wow. Okay.
And he did it during the show. Yeah. And he did a front forward somersault over Legend, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
And it looked amazing. He just did it live. And this was during Powerball.
Oh, did you have Legend? Was that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't on ours. We were absolutely gutted because that's Lindsay's favourite one for different reasons.
We didn't have Fury.
We were sitting next to a family, and they all had Legend banners.
Oh, the banners.
We loved that,
yeah,
and then Legend wasn't even there, and I was like, oh, gutted. Was he getting on the mic and stuff like that? Was he doing some funny stuff?
Yeah, he did. He would. To be honest, he's so natural on the show.
Yeah.
That even if other stuff is scripted at times, he's so good to do stuff on the fly, and I felt like he did it there as well, and he felt very natural. And he everyone was coming out and said, "Thank you for coming out just for me." And so just little things like that.
Just that. It works.
Went, right, you lot, you've learned a valuable lesson, everyone, today. That and he just basically just insulted the crowd, but everyone was he absolutely insulted us all. But it was you didn't really care. But it was a lot more.
So funny.
As I thought it was going to be, because I brought out so many, and then all of a sudden later on they brought out even more. One thing we was very jealous about. I wish it was expect a lot of money. I wish we did the VIP and did the meet and greet, because when we're all sitting down on the actual floor where they had all the
the events,
the events and everything, they had little queues, and there was people queuing up to have pictures with previous contestants. That was really good. So I got a good picture of everyone like that. And then you had other gladiators around the side, people getting pictures with.
That was right at the start. Was that
it was right at the start. And I was like, we looked at me, was like, what have you done now?
I know, we were like
what
that.
Have you done now?
I know, but you can imagine how much the whole thing cost. You've also
it was a lot of money.
I mean,
it was a lot.
You're buying a ticket, and then you've got to get all that stuff. You're buying food, and if you're like ours, it's so expensive to buy food and all that. And you got the VIP.
We ate food beforehand. And
did you? Well, you bring some sweets and drinks and stuff. I just want a quick moment to say hello to people. Mark Clattenburg, that's his name, isn't it?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, that's it. That's him. Yeah. That's him.
Pugelsick, no. So that one we were talking about was the gauntlet one where you got to run through, and you were saying that Mark, the referee, had the whole sponge hands bit.
The long one.
Yeah, long. That long one at the end. Alan as well, welcome in, mate. And Julio, you should have shouted 2 scoops, baby, and it was quiet.
I didn't.
To see if anyone knew.
I did shout out
that'd be
though.
niche.
It was funny because there was times when people were shouting out, "Who is this gladiator?" And I would shout out a completely wrong name, not on purpose. I want to shout out a name, and I go, "This person," and Danny would be like, "Shut up, shut up." I was embarrassing. That was great.
We were just beaming. It was just like we haven't been out for something like that for ages, and we were just came home and thought, God, that was such a good night out. You know, it was so much fun, and it kind of no matter, like we didn't have like the best seat. We had decent seats, like you could see everything. But I think at any point you can see everything. I'd rather be a bit higher actually, because if you're a bit closer, you probably wouldn't see stuff in the back. You know, me just looking at the video.
For us, the only thing that was bad for us, we couldn't see Gauntlet properly.
Yeah.
We had to watch it on the screens because it was so close to that part of the stage. We could only see the top of people's heads.
Ah, right.
That was the only thing. But every other event, because you're thinking, oh no, look at all like we haven't been able to see it all. But obviously, all that other stuff gets taken away to a point, so you are focusing on just that event. So it's quite clear.
Yeah, the wall was the farthest away from us.
Yeah, so, I was like, oh, what's the fifth? We could work out. We worked out 4 events. We're going, but what's the 5th one? Maybe they'll bring it out later.
Yeah,
and we didn't realise the wall.
The funny thing about the funny thing about the wall is that you don't see them go over the top. You just have to go to the top.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. So looking at it thinking, how are they going to get over the top of that? But this time, I don't know if they're going to change it in the show. It was just purely for
I think it's just for the live, yeah, because they love cameras and that.
They had a button at the top instead, so they hit a button. That was very good.
Because they were advertising the experience, the Gladiator experience in Birmingham. And I was like, oh my God, wouldn't it be great to go to that? And I don't know what you need to do to train up or whatever, or if it's just for kids, can adults do it as well? But it seemed like to be a bit both.
It's probably a bit light-hearted. It's probably there's probably like an advanced level and novice one.
I'd love to go. I think, like, I mean, everyone in the chat as well. Like, wouldn't you want to do the Gladiators live? Like, the first thing I would want to try and do is the Travelator. I would love to try and see if I can get up it.
I'd love to see what it's like. But then you see when they struggle because they've done an entire salt course, and then that's the last part. And if you've ever like been to gym and then you're doing that last little bit of the day, your legs turn to jelly. Or if you go up a lot of flights of stairs, your legs just turn jelly. I think that's probably what end up happening.
Yeah, I think I struggled with the eliminator. I think I struggled with the ropes bit. You know, when you got to jump, I know because you got to be very, very like lucky to or good to not jump and then land lower. You know, because some people jump and they're at the bottom and they're like, oh no, and that person's jumped halfway up. And then you see them, that's the best way to do it if you go like this rather than like that. And that's the bit I think I would be destroyed at.
And a lot of it does, even in the older series, because watching that on stream, the older series, that's where a lot of people end up like losing quite a bad amount of time. Because they'll be strong on everything else. It gets that bit and they slow right down.
Yeah, or they speed up too much and then get to the beam and then fall off. And that's the thing, that's the worst, isn't it? And then the person catches up and then wins and like, oh. Oh, they didn't have when they smash through the end, they don't have like a paper.
Doors.
They have doors, yeah.
I was like, it could have been expensive to put paper ones.
It was just it was reusable, I guess. I know.
Speaking through that, couldn't have been.
No, but I mean, if anyone's thinking of going, like maybe next year, or if there's still tickets left, I thoroughly recommend it. But if you're a Gladiators fan, or you just after a good night out, I mean, it's a very family-oriented show, isn't it? Like, there's so many families, kids love it, which is great to see.
I know. Do you know what? I was so beaming to see all these kids, and it's like we met a family in a Starbucks just outside because we were a bit too early because we was the. What do they call it? Is it matinee? The afternoon shows. I forgot what they call them. And then his family sat next to us. They saw us like so I had my Jet T-shirt on, and Danny's got one with all the old Gladiators on. And we went, "Are you here for Gladiators?" She said,
"Oh no, we're not."
So we got chatting, and then one of the daughters had a hearing impairment problem. She weren't deaf, but she had a problem with it. And it was a bit sad because we didn't have Fury on our one.
It will say, Fury, yeah.
Oh, but she made up, and it was on the back of a cocoa box, cereal box. She made up a sign with sign language, like saying, like, "Go Fury" or something like that. In sign language, drawing out hands on this sign. And it felt like it's back to the 90s one. And the amount of kids that were absolutely so beamy to see these people, they almost look like superheroes to them. I'm thinking, I just feel that in this day and age with how everyone's on tablets, and this is old talk here now, on tablets, on Fortnite and everything, and you think do people really care about that sort of thing much anymore?
I agree. It's like even added to that, like when you see things on screen, which like superheroes, where people have just got superpowers, which you can never relate to because you're not gonna have superpowers. But you see wrestlers, and you see those, and then actually wrestling and doing that pretty much every night. It's amazing. And this is like a bit lower, a bit more relatable because it's on our doorstep, gladiators, and it just feels a bit more that you can connect and relate to this. Because it's like, everyday guys when they sign up to it, goes, I work at a building site, and I'm just gonna, those people that sign up for it, and it's just, you can relate to it.
That's what makes it such a good, like, relatable on both aspects, because you've got, the big super people, the gladiators, but then you've got the contestants that are just as amazing, and it could be like a housewife or I don't know, working insurance or something, and then doing the gym on the side.
It's absolutely brilliant.
It's just amazing, and it was so good. It was quite funny as well because we had there's 4 rows. There was one set of seats right in front of us that no one had yet. And there was a really tall guy after us. I'm thinking, please don't have someone tall in front of us. It'd make it difficult. And we kept getting families come over and go, oh, it's not our seat. I was like, oh. And then the family came along. I was like, oh no. But the wife and husband were quite tall.
Yeah.
But the kids, they put the kids in the middle, and exactly where we were. We're like, yes. We had perfect view. And everyone was well respectful, and it was good because I was thinking everyone going to stand up on their chairs, but they were pretty good. People got told off a few times.
We were all right because we could have a bit higher, so we were the tier seating. So and also I'm quite tall. I'm all right. Lynn's band. If like
you were the tall person.
I'm the people hate me.
In front of me.
They do hate me, and I'm like, but that end up squirming and heads me back, and then I'm underneath the other person, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Do you know what I mean?
No, it's fine.
I feel bad for being who. I don't know what to do with that. But anyway, go and see Gladiators if you haven't already. And we want to talk about gaming news and what we've been playing, but just quickly because Alan just said this. By the way, gentlemen, I heard that apparently Sonic Cross Worlds Racing is getting a physical Switch 2 release, and it's going to be complete on cartridge and not a game key card. If that's true, that's amazing.
Really?
The Switch 2 apparently.
I've got to wait it then.
Yeah, Alan, alternatively, you can buy the Switch 1 copy, and so the Switch 2 upgrade is out now. Apparently, I have. But not the card. I'm like in two minds. I really want to get that game because I think it looks awesome, and
it actually plays really well. Yeah. Sadly, I've enjoyed playing that demo more than I have Mario Kart.
I know Mario Kart, and I want to go back to Mario Kart at some point.
I do.
But I want a reason to, I guess. But that I want that full game, but I don't know if I'm going to wait and just wait until the cart comes out. You know what I mean? Because there's so much to play at the moment anyway, so I don't want to just throw something else in the mix.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And I've already got a couple of other games. Talking of playing though, what have you been playing lately? I know you haven't got any little pictures.
I haven't got my artwork things. Yeah,
go on.
Yeah.
What throw your name out.
Games that I completed Gargoyle's Quest on Game Boy. That was a bit of a tough one, because it's very unfair and the checkpoints were really bad on it. But it's a Game Boy game with not a crazy amount of levels, so you kind of expect that. But I went from not sure, thinking have I made the right choice with this, to actually, I really like the bosses felt impossible.
Really,
like any game boss, you're how you meant to do this because you can't get away. You've got limited. You've got to go for a whole level to get to a boss with the amount of health at that point. You don't really get a load of health at the boss.
Yeah.
So but it was nice enough that they started you off on the boss.
I was going to say, if you die, you just
brilliant.
Is it Infinite Lives? Infinite Lives?
No, but you would earn them, you would get vials, and you'd buy them, but they get quite expensive later in the game. You'd have to grind for a long time for them.
Do you get enough lives though? Do you think to be able to beat a boss eventually?
Really. It's kind of got a little bit RPG-esque, as in, well, I don't know what you call it. You get basically when you beat a boss, you get to have more life and you can fly longer. So you level up each level, which is quite nice. So you get nice progression and new projectiles that you fire, and you have to use different ones for different situations, which is quite nice.
But it's a tough for you, isn't it? Isn't the SNES version of that game? I can't remember what it's called. The SNES one. Isn't that like a lot easier? Demon's Crest. That's the one.
That is easier. I've not.
I'm always saying easier in comparison to Super Ghouls and Ghosts. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. It's different. It's all part of that universe, but it is a lot. Yeah, that one's a little bit harder. The Game Boy one, as they like most Game Boy games, they just very mean with checkpoints. Other than when you get to a boss. So you get to a boss, it's all right. But then if you die, if you get a game over and you've got 3 lives, you will have to do that level again to get back to the boss. So if you lose a life getting to the boss and you're on the boss, not as bad.
Yeah.
But if you've literally, a couple of times, I literally had 1 life left. and I purposely got myself killed because I don't want to get through that level, panic to get through it, and then realise you get hit by the boss once, and then you've got to do the whole thing anyway. So there's that sort of aspect to it. But other than that, though, I did thoroughly enjoy it. A lot more talking in it, I thought. I thought it was purely a platformer.
I was a lot of dialogue. Well, not dialogue, but text to read.
Yeah, very loose, very loose.
Isn't it terrible? Isn't it like, you got to read in this?
Read stuff?
It sounds like everyone's like, what?
It's only things if you don't read it properly and they go, right, speak to this person to get this. And you're like, okay. And they're like, wait, what did he say again? So, and you go, he's like wandering around. And the problem is, it does have, this is weird, it has random encounters when you're on the overworld.
Yeah.
But you go against like 2 creatures on a little platform area, which isn't horrible. But when you get a little bit lost, you're like, I want to get to this next section. Yeah. But it wasn't horrible, but that's the only part of it that I was a bit not great with. But other than that, though, I did really enjoy it. And it was one that I had back in the day. I now realise why I never got very far with the game.
Yeah.
I now get it. Back then I was thinking, I was just bad.
Well, you push through it, and it's like, because I want to talk about that later on with the game. I kind of started playing the other day, and I was like, but it's not one of those moments. It was a lot more like, this is really tough. You want to play it, but you're realising, oh god, it's tougher than I thought, and that's the thing that maybe nearly held you back from it. From beating it.
It did. And anything that kind of puts you off from wanting to continue. That's why I think with retro gaming to a degree, you're rather into it or you're not. Because with games like, with a lot of games today, you get to a checkpoint, it saves, you don't have to worry about going back for the whole other level.
Yeah.
You get punished a lot more in older games. And this was one, and a lot of Game Boy games are like this, where they're not that big of a game. And this one has, and also, I had to do it that night because I got all the way to the last boss. You do get passwords, but I would have to do 2 bosses again to get to last boss. A bit like Mega Man, where you get to a point and you've got to do the boss rush before you could do the end boss again.
Yeah.
It was that. I'm thinking, right, I've got to stay on and do this now. Imagine doing that back in the day when you got limited battery life on a Game Boy. I don't know what.
God. Or just playing it on a Game Boy, like with the light, with a small screen.
And I'll be like, and then you've got to go, you're on the bus, you're in a car, or you're going somewhere, and I can't, like, they're like, turn it off now. You're like, no, I can't.
Exactly. You've got a major nostalgia for Game Boy, but like at the end of the day, we were happy when things evolved, where you didn't have to use batteries that often or a small, tiny screen. It's great to do it now and again, but playing it through a Super Game Boy or something. Julio said you had some moments of frustration, but you pulled through. That's good.
There was bits where I felt like I wanted to give up because it's quite a tough bit to get through certain levels, and you could get all the way, try and get through the level, and then you get to the boss and you have 1 bar of health, and you know that you're going to get hit, unless you're absolutely perfect, and it really drags you down. But again, like a lot of games, like you probably mentioned when it comes to like one of the big games you've been playing, once you kind of get past a certain point, you kind of understand it. Okay, I get it, and you learn. Literally, you learn from your mistakes and what works.
Yeah, and what doesn't.
But if you're doing it other times, and you could give up quite easily, but for some reason I wanted to get through it, so that was quite rewarding by the end of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
How many Game Boy games have you done now? Because that's a Game Boy challenge you've set yourself.
7. I've set 7. 7 since April.
That's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, for one day a week, isn't it? It's one either way. It's not like you're doing it constantly.
That's it. It's one day a week, and then you've got the problem of some games I've literally completed in 20 minutes, like Mario Land. That's a 20-minute game, really.
Oh God.
30 minute if that, and in other games I've been on it for 7 days, so it's like, so it's
depends,
and there's a lot of hours as well.
Gavin and Chas, hello mate, welcome mate, by the way. There's also the screen in the original Game Boy is awful these days, especially with my old eyes, mate. True.
I don't know how we used it back in the day.
And don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly nostalgic about it, but like when I was playing Super Mario Land 2 at the start of this year, I thought, you know what, I'll throw on the Game Boy and play it there for a little bit, and I was like, how the hell did I see this?
And that's when it's big sprites as well. Yeah. That's actually when it should be clearer.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
The visual one.
But yeah,
I think
it's an element of like our eyes are a bit rubbish now as well. Do you know what I mean? So
you start doing this with it.
Exactly, and I still love it.
Phases. You do phases.
And I'd love to get I'd love to get what you've got. The what's the Game Boy you've got? The
Analog Pocket. That's when I do really would promote modern versions.
I'd love one of those,
or modify one, because it's so much clearer. And it's like, yes, I've got original Game Boy, but I don't want to use it really, not now. I just want to display.
Your name is different. All right, guys, welcome in, mate. Yes, also my first game, which is one I think you were alluding to just then, to be honest, is Dark Souls.
Yes.
Now, before I get into this, right, I want to say, right, because I'm playing the remastered one on the Switch, I 100% recommend getting this game for your Switch collection. Oh my god, it's great. It runs incredibly well. No one knows it's a Switch game.
Really well optimized as well. Yeah, it's not Switch 2, it's a Switch 1 game.
Switch 1 game? And I am playing it on Switch 2, so I don't know if that's making a difference to loading screens or whatever.
But then I had a friend who's mad on Dark Souls. He's played them on every platform, knows it inside and out. He used to talk to me at work all the time about it. He bought the Switch version. All he ever did was rave about how much he liked the
Happy in the
version.
chat.
And he had it on the Switch.
Happy in the chat before. He was the one who told me originally that this run really well on the Switch, and I was like, okay. And then eventually getting it. I now love Dark Souls, and I think I'm gonna end up loving Souls games. I think to just connect well with that kind of what you've just been talking about. Oh, I don't know if I can get through this, and you get through it, and you feel incredible satisfaction. It's that, but in a 3D environment. But it doesn't feel modern. It doesn't feel like one of those, like, I've never played The Last of Us or whatever like that, but it doesn't feel like one of those new games which is like, you know, modern, hold your hands kind of thing. It just throws you into this world of nonsense. You don't know what you're doing, how to do anything, and you struggle incredibly until you just level up, and then you're going through. People at the start of the game were saying, "Oh, you're just gonna go through these enemies and just like do nothing." And I was like, "Oh god, I don't know if I could do that." Every enemy was a hassle, and now I am doing that. Like I'm coming to the courtyard with like 3 enemies.
There you go.
And someone said that to me, and I didn't even realize. I was like, "Oh my god, I did!" Because I used to go and then I'd see 3 enemies there and go, "Oh my god, how the hell am I going to get through these?" And now I just run up to them like, like I'm a bit of Monty Python, where he just comes in, Lancelot, and just swords everyone in the cast. And it's just like the feeling is amazing, but then it cuts you down. You feel it good, and then you go into another enemy who's got a big giant shield, and then that one is like the one that destroys you.
Yeah, I'll take you on, and he just goes, and you're dead. You're like, what's happened?
It absolutely destroys you. And then the bosses, like I was fighting a boss that wasn't even a boss. It was like a, you know, you don't even have to fight it or whatever. You just can run past it. But I was determined, and I did it, and it made you feel good, and also you learn the game. Then I realised, like stupidly, because I thought you could just go through the game and not have to, you know, use your shield. And I know people can do that, but for my playstyle, it kind of makes sense to utilise that shield, let them hit that, then you've got an opening. You know, do that, and then necessarily that playstyle work for me. That my playstyle might be the complete opposite playstyle for other people, but the fact you can have different playstyles in a game like this makes it incredibly versatile for different people.
Like so many different ways.
Like, because I know people they're like pyromancers and all this stuff when they play. I couldn't even imagine doing that. I just like to go in there with a sword and a shield, whack in and all that. But it's like you're being too close. But it's so good. The atmosphere of it is amazing, and I was just like I keep asking other people, like, what games like this? What can I get hold of?
It's a new addiction, isn't it?
It is.
Like, I want something like this now.
I just wish Switch had more of this stuff. There's rumours that Lies of P, is that what it's called? Lies of P, which that
Pinocchio.
I think the rumours of that coming onto Switch 2, which I'll jump on. Elden Ring, 100% going to get, no matter what. Bloodborne, which is stuck on PlayStation.
That's stuck on PlayStation 4, I think.
Which I've got. I've got PlayStation 4, but
but you want on Switch.
Yeah, I love on Switch, but I think I'm definitely gonna get Elden Ring. Like I know it's not gonna be a card, its own card. I think it's probably gonna be a key card or just a download or whatever. But I definitely want to play from this because I don't think I'm gonna get Dark Souls 2 or 3 on Switch unless I play it through PC. Steam machine would be great. I'd like to do it that way. I just don't I don't really like the idea of playing games on PC. I don't know why. I can do.
Do you know what? I'm the same. It's like literally I have a PC downstairs that it's by the TV, so it's not like I've got to go in a separate little room to play it. But it just feels, I feel so unconnected when it's on the PC. Like I used to be good when it was purely on it, but I just feel a bit like it's extra hassle, even though it's not. But
even when I'm streaming, I mean, because it takes up a window or something on me stream. It's stupid, really. Like it takes up a window on the monitor or whatever, or I've got to window it, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. But if I had another machine, I like connecting consoles to my PC and streaming that. It's for me that makes more sense in my head, and I enjoy it more. And also, it's something I can take downstairs. So if I get something like a Steam machine, I can take it downstairs and play those kind of games on a TV. And like I said, I'm more of a console gamer. I've always been like that, rather than like a PC person. So it's always been a bit different for me to sit at a computer and play a game, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to get a Steam machine. But yeah, I was looking at what if it gets Souls-like games are on Switch, and there's not that many. You do run into some kind of 2D games.
No, because it wasn't. It was more of a main console than a Switch sort of thing. It wasn't until they decided to bring out Dark Souls
Yeah.
that people were like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to play it on there."
Exactly. And it was like Gaz has said, it's fine, leave it to us, the guys in the PC Master Race. I mean, I totally understand that, and that's why I'm like, I want a Steam machine because it'll pull me into it. It'll give me the best of both worlds. Then I'll be able to take that up and downstairs.
It's that gateway to more PC games.
I know. And people say just buy another PC. I'm not buying another PC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I probably won't even get a Steam machine because I feel like they're going to be stupidly priced. You know?
Yeah, I don't think we've got any subjects to talk about that today, but that's something I would love to have a proper talk about at some point because we're still up in the air of what's going on with prices for it and that. But I've even looked at them and I'm like, I'd love to get that little cube.
It could be amazing.
That's a bit more. You could put it downstairs. You could then decide, I'm going to take it upstairs to play.
And the fact that, like, you know, when you're buying a Switch 2 or something and you go, what games are on it? It's all about that decision, isn't it? On Steam, it's your library. How many games are you going to get on Steam?
You've got that ecosystem, and you've got it all there good to go.
I've easily got 1,000 odd games.
Yeah, I've not even
exactly. So many games ready to go. It's just like it's all about the cost of the damn thing. So, so anyway, that's Dark Souls. I'm loving it. I think if you ever see the Switch version on Switch, pick it up because I know at some point you're going to play it in stream. I know you said you're going to play the Xbox 360 version or whatever.
I was going to play the 361 just because I got gifted. Is it 1, 2, and 3 or just 1 and 2?
Oh, we've got them, have you?
Yeah, because I got them on 360. Well, it was done as a bit of a joke. Someone bought them for me.
Oh, yeah, it's a while ago. I didn't got all of them.
So I think,
you would enjoy them though. That's the thing. I think gone are the... I was the same though ages ago. It was like I know exactly where your mind was because I was like, I don't know. It just like seems a bit like a long game, and it's like tough, and it's just like, it's tough for the sake of being tough. That's what I thought. And then you play it, and there's an element of that, but that's the thing that brings you back each time because you got a bit further.
And I've noticed that with so many retro streamers that I've watched that have gone, I'm going to try out Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, they've played through every single one.
Yeah.
And it's grabbed them, and they said it has got that retro feel.
It's got a kind of retro adjacent feel to it, just about that mechanic. It's almost like an arcade in a way.
I kept holding back because seeing people getting frustrated on a boss and doing it hundreds of times, I'm like, can I handle that? But then it was just stupid because I look back at games that I have played through where you get punished from dying on a boss and got to do a whole world again. To get back
the Mega Man games you've done that with?
Yeah, it's like that.
Same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
You get punished and then you start.
I can't remember what Mega Man game was because you've played about 90 of them. But there was one modern one, and you were getting so frustrated one night. And it was a boss that you had to do a big run up to it, like every time. It's like, you die, and you've got to do. And I just go, oh my! And it's that again. But each time,
it's that drive, but you want to kind of.
You want to do it.
You might do even slightly better, not even beat it, but you might get an extra hit in that you didn't do before.
You have an epiphany. You go, wait a minute, did he just? Is that an opening? We did that. Oh, yeah. And then you realise it wasn't, and you were, and you're like, oh, and then you find something else out. It goes either way. Anyway, what's your next game?
The other one I got was...
I know we're going to answer Josh's question in a minute because we need to mention Metroid Prime at some point.
Oh, yeah. We do. With the other one, I've got back into... Because obviously we had the Halloween month, so obviously I was playing more horror stuff. Mm-hmm. So Gargoyle's Quest was kind of like that horror bit of it.
Yeah.
And then the other game I was playing as part of the horror, which... that was Nightmare Creatures. We finally.
You beat that one! Wowzers!
That was Dark Souls for PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
You know what? That at certain points really enjoyed it, but oh my god, there were certain bits that were just near impossible and very unforgiving. Because I didn't realise the people who made Nightmare Creatures, the same people that made the Fifth Element game on PlayStation.
Oh.
And if you ever played that,
yeah, I've seen it. It's dodgy. Yeah, I've never played it, but I've definitely seen it. It's dodgy.
But now, because I used to play that and I used to like that just because I love the film. But when I look back now, I think, oh my god, it is just like it, you know. But it was good. But we end up having to use a health cheat at the end because by the time you get to last boss, you don't have nothing, and it's one of them games where you have one save. As soon as you save over it, you can't revert back.
Oh no!
You have to do a previous level, then resave it again. But then you have to do so well on the previous level to then make it worthwhile on the next level.
Is it a bit like Zombies Ate My Neighbours, where you've got to make sure you get all your weapons and things?
100%, same thing. It's all lovely, you got a password and all that lot, but if you get to a point where you're like, right, I've just about made it to last level, brilliant, but then you've done that, you're making the rest of the game impossible for yourself. And
that's not fun. That's not fun.
So we almost quit on it. We almost quit because it got so ridiculous. But I'm glad we did it because, again, it was one of them games that was on my bucket list because it's, again, because it's PlayStation, so many demo discs back in the day, I played a demo of it. And probably 90% of people who had a PlayStation probably played a demo of these games, but never played the full game.
I mean, I guess it was a choice of like whether like to quit, put it back on the shelf, or actually see it through, because you probably would never pick it back up again because you think of all that journey.
If we put it down, that would have been it. No, that would never get picked up again. But we gave it another go, and we did finally get through it. And we didn't go, oh, that was great. Certain bits were good, but I wouldn't want to go, oh, let's play that again. No. I've done it. I'm happy to move on. I've crossed it off my list. But if you like your horror games, if you do like Dark Souls type games to a degree, kind of loosely, it has that punishment.
That element to it,
The element, but you got to think, like, you can't go in. It ain't like a hack and slash where you go in, get your weapon, do the sword move on them, because you have to hold back for a second. They might do a move that can consist of 3 hits, and if you go rush in to kill it,
that's very Dark Souls. You got to be patient.
Punished. You go do, and then realise all your health is right low, and then you're messed up for the rest of it. But you've got to kind of go in, even if you've done that same level 20 times, which literally this sounds like Dark Souls, isn't it?
It does sound like Dark Souls,
You go in and you're like, right, okay, I've got to still pace myself. I've got to think, right, I can't rush. Because we tried to even do that thing of, let's try and rush past them. No, you can't do that. No. They catch up with you, and it's 10 times worse. So you have to go against
It doesn't sound fun, to be honest.
To be fair, it's not, unless you really want a good challenge.
Was this on PC as well? I feel like it was on PC.
It was on PC.
Yeah, it was.
One of them was on N64. I think the first one's N64.
Oh, there's more than one of them?
There was Nightmare Creatures 2 that was on Dreamcast, PlayStation.
Oh my god!
I think PC. But which we have got, but we're not rushing to play the sequel just quite yet.
Leave.
See how we get on. But there was going to be a third one which got cancelled last minute as well, which we found out about. But
interesting. I didn't know it was that successful. I mean, because it was supposed to be like an early-ish game. It was on PlayStation.
Well, I think because it came off the back of horror being Resident Evil, Silent Hill. PlayStation was all about that later teens wanting that more of a like scary. It wasn't scary whatsoever, by the way. It was a horror game, but it wasn't scary. The only time you got scared is when you were so low on health, and you're gonna just get one more hit and you're dead, and you got to do it all again.
Well,
and
talking about horror games, I've got a horror game for you, mate, that you might enjoy.
Oh,
Bubsy 4D.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh yeah.
So I was thinking, I've played a bunch since we've last talked, obviously, and I wanted to pick 3 that we could just definitely kind of knock our heads against together. And Dark Souls is definitely one of them. Bubsy 4D, I played the demo. You're a massive Bubsy apologist, let's say. You love Bubsy back in the day, and every time Bubsy goes, I love Bubsy, it's so good. And I drew pictures of it, and I was a kid, and all this. And
I've got to show you, but I literally still have my old drawings that I had of him. I got loads of them.
Well, have you played the demo for the 4D yet?
What I did was, right, I watched your one, I evaluated it, and went, I'm good, thanks.
Do you know what? I feel like someone commented on, because I uploaded the video of the stream, and someone said, I think you're the only person I've seen who didn't like it. And I was like, what?
What?
Really?
No.
Really?
Whatever, said the makers.
That can't be right, can it? It can't be right.
It was no enemies. It was like a weird tech demo.
It was so odd, isn't it? Because
I found it. I to be honest, I thought it was quite boring. Like you had aspects with the. I did like the inflatable, but there was little features of it when I watched you play. I thought that's a nice idea, but it was just like it felt so hollow.
It felt so empty, didn't it?
It shouldn't have been released as demo. I feel that it should have be left in the oven that
I
little
felt
bit
like,
longer.
yeah, I felt like the demo
Don't
should
know.
be a hell of a lot shorter. So because like
Oh, it was
basically,
a long demo.
yeah, it was a
Oh,
long
that
demo. You
went on
get like a
forever.
planet with a bunch of levels on it, and then but the
Mm,
first thing you do is like a demo bit which shows you how to, a tutorial, and it's basically a
yeah,
level but with like no textures, and it's a bit like I want to say like Metal Gear Solid. You know when you do all of the VR missions or something? It reminds me of that in a weird
yeah,
way. And it
yeah,
teaches you
well,
how to do it.
yeah,
Okay, it's okay. This is interesting. It shows you how to do the jumps and all this. And then when you actually get to the other levels, it just feels like the same, but with like painted blocks and little houses and things, and it's just like,
yeah.
oh, it feels really empty, and it put me in mind of something like Mario 64, but like, in the early 90s kind of thing, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. I think they were trying to
why
go with that,
why
weren't
are you
they?
making that
But
now? Like, don't make that now because we've made games
we're
that have
past that, really. It's
completely
not.
surpassed that, like
You could have a
Banjo-Kazooie.
level. You could have like a little level where it's a bit of a tribute to it in a crappy level on
Yeah.
purpose, but you
I,
know,
in it, I like, and what you said about like all the different animations were kind of cool. I kind of like the fact that they went, oh,
mm,
let's think about what he can turn into, all the mechanics, like he can blow
yeah,
up and turn into a ball. And I think, oh, what other games have done that? Where you can kind of, and then there's probably loads that could, change it up a little bit like that. But they never really came to like fruition. Like, you never really knew what to do with them. There's a level where you could turn into the ball and you roll onto a road, but you don't have to roll on the road.
yeah.
Um,
They gave you. It's almost like certain games. You have designs with games where you know you're going to use a certain ability, and you
yeah,
think, right, I know I'm going to use that without them telling you. You kind of know you've got that limit. This was
yeah,
kind of like, well, you can do this
you
if you
can.
want. It's
And then you could
there.
tell, like, you had all these ways of like killing enemies or whatever, and there was hardly any enemies on in the gate in the levels. I saw like one or two, and that's a bit odd.
I hardly saw them. I'm thinking, is there any enemies even on this?
So
Because
all you gotta do is collect. It's a collectathon. It's like one of those
yeah,
collectathon. I think they basically said like, "Oh, we're making a collectathon," and the
yeah,
levels, like each one, just felt like they were almost taking away a lot of the platforms to make it harder. So the next level will be like, oh, this platform level's a little bit harder. So you got to jump from one to another, or you got to jump over a bridge that's not there. And you're like, and all I could think of is the next level going to be like another one of these, but just like more intense
yeah.
platforming.
And then
That
you just like play for the motions. You do it like, oh god, that level's done. Right, next one.
I,
Not
I
kind of
just
like
thought there'd
looking
be
forward to
like
the next level.
because the thing is, you got to take a demo. What I always think, this is the demo you give us. This is the try before you buy. So you're
Yeah,
gonna give
this is a
us.
big,
So
yeah,
if there's
yeah,
variety on show us some variety. And I was thinking, oh, maybe the next stage you're going to be in a car driving around or
mm,
something like that. Just do something different, which isn't just me coming
just
off
to
a
show what
spaceship.
we've
And
got to
it's
offer.
mad because they've got this whole like a base hub where you got all these other characters and you can buy outfits and all this stuff and upgrades.
Yeah,
And it feels like that's a bit like, I don't know, unnecessary to what the game actually is. Unless, like, again, the
yeah.
game opens up and then you utilize all those. But from the demo, didn't really see a point to it?
Yeah, because I know that like a lot of games have demos, but some it's just released and that's it. But I still feel that demos play a massive part in
Mm,
decisions of the game, especially again, as we always keep saying, too many games.
too many games.
So people, you can be picky
Yeah,
nowadays. Back in the day, there we
back in
go.
the
I said
day.
it. You kind of didn't really have a choice. There was like a couple of games out, and you think, well, yeah, I'll get that one. See if that one's
Yeah.
right, and you kind of just go for it. But nowadays, you could be so picky.
Yeah.
So
Well,
picky
also
that you just
streamers as well, where we go, oh, I'll just stream that instead of buying that game because we can't buy every game. Sometimes we get keys and things for
Mm,
the games that are the full ones, but we'll try a game before we go, you know what, I'll buy that and then I'll play the whole thing on stream or whatever. And I was kind of
yeah,
in my mind, oh, I'll try this. Maybe Bubsy will surprise me because I've never been a Bubsy fan. And at the start of the game, I was actually surprised. We had
I
decent voice acting for what it was and all
yeah,
different
I thought that was
characters
quite good.
and then the whole intro was like they were trying to kind of create some lore around it, which was kind of interesting, I guess. But then as soon as it threw you into the actual game, it felt like, oh, this is it. This is what you're offering. This really simplistic 90s platformer with like, and that's it. And I was a little, I felt bad because I'm thinking, is it just because I don't like Bubsy? And it's like, no, I really gave it a chance. If you start at the
No,
start of that video, I
I
was like, oh, this is all right. And I was like, oh, it's
hmm,
this though, over and over again.
that's it for me as well. Because when I was watching you play it did just totally put me off of it. Because I know that there's actually been a couple of other newer Bubsies since then. It wasn't just Bubsy 1 and
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
There was actually at least 2 or 3 other 2D platformers, which weren't amazing, but they were just 2D platformers.
Simple, yeah,
and they seemed
platformers, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
They seemed okay. And they've gone under the radar. You can get them on the Switch. They're there, and they did their job, and that's it. But this one, I feel like they could have really done something big with it.
I think they've concentrated on the character, making him animate well, give him some kind of, powers or whatever he can do, and they focused on the lore and this kind of this base for the character. But then for the demo, because that's what we say, for the demo, it just doesn't look like the world is living up to that initial kind of hype it's suggesting it has. So yeah, I didn't like it from the demo. Who said it? I don't think it's going to get cancelled. It's definitely coming out next year.
It's going to come out,
and they're really pushing it on social media because I think they're pushing it as like a speedrunning game as well. Because there's some parts of the game where they go like, how fast do you get through this stage? So they're trying to, and now that might be of use to somebody because it's some other like platform sections where you've got to jump over certain areas really quickly and blah blah blah. That might be good to some people. Not for me. I was not interested. I just wanted to see some interesting. I don't know. I played Mario 64 at the start of this year, and that's incredible. But again, is that fair to say that against the game? Yeah, it probably is because it's been so many years. So if you you can't be as good or better than a game that came out like in the 90s. I feel that's fair, at that point. And Banjo-Kazooie or something.
They had their own abilities in it because in Mario, when I saw Mario 64 originally, I thought, oh, he's just going through some 3D worlds, but you gain different abilities from the different caps. Going underwater, all sorts of stuff. The flying one,
variety, every stage.
Yeah, and that was their flagship game for there at the time.
Yeah,
and with today's stuff now, we don't have that limitations that we did back then with a lot of stuff, and they could have done so much to it and played off the tropes of the old games. Yeah. I understand that,
and he does that a lot because he talks back as like, "Hey, you remember me? I'm Bubsy." Oh, God. There's a lot of that. Like, aren't I? He's basically saying, "Aren't I rubbish?" And you're like, "Yeah." You are.
Exactly. He's not helped his case.
No, he's reviewing his own game.
Yeah, and I enjoyed, and that's what I feel like they're going to do with newer trailers coming out for it. It's going to be talking about how bad it is, but I don't know if they're trying to play off the aspect of there is a genre of bad games that people play, like on purpose play bad games. I guess instead of them thinking, oh, let's make a really good platformer with the character and play jokes off of it. Maybe they're just trying to do it because they're trying to be a bit more safe.
I feel like they've made too much of an effort around like the base of it with all the other characters and spend too much time.
All the families, so much stuff. It's like I don't care.
Yeah, is any of that like in the old stuff? Do you know all those characters?
No, I've only played like through 1 and a bit of number 2, and I've seen the 3D one, but it's just him just going through levels. Yeah, really. That's it. They've made a whole. I think they wanted to make it like a Banjo-Kazooie with other characters in it, and make it like my favourites, the little boy or the girl or whatever.
And for what I've seen of 3D, this looks like a better version of Bubsy 3D.
Oh yeah, that was. I've not played that one, but obviously everyone knows about that one. But they kind of tried to make it a new version of that. Yeah, but they're trying.
I think it's like if anyone's out there in like Bubsy 1 and 2 and you want to play a 3D game, maybe you skip Bubsy 3D and play this when it comes out. But I wouldn't expect much of it in 2025. No. Don't see it as something kind of new and.
So he's gonna get a physical on the Switch.
Yeah,
I bet he does actually. I bet he does.
It might do.
Even like other games, I won't, but that one will.
But anyway, I had to bring that up. What about your next game? Have you got another game?
Oh,
or your last game?
Oh no,
skip them all.
The other one the one I did start playing again. This was before Halloween stuff that I come back to. Is Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I see you play this last Friday, I think.
Yeah. Because I kind of got it was a bit scary coming back to it because it's an action RPG game. And I haven't played it for a little while. As soon as I got to the first battle, I'm like going, what do I do again?
What do you do?
What do I do? I panicked. I was like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have played this. I should have done something else. But then it all comes back to you.
Yeah.
And I did one session of it. I didn't get that far. And then I went back to it again the next session, and I made loads of progress, and I've properly got back into it again.
I really want to play it, but I don't know about
it's really good.
You don't want to say.
The one thing I will say is yes, it's turn-based, but it's timed turn-based. As in, you can't mess around and like go, oh, I'll wait till now it's my turn to attack. And it's not like his turn, your turn, his turn, your turn. You upgrade your characters to speed up when you do your attacks. And if you don't decide what do I want to do, do I do magic, a hit? They can hit you again.
Oh, I don't like that. That's like makes it even more tense.
But then it makes you get on with it.
It pushes you into learning it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it pushes you to go. Right, okay, I'm gonna do this. There is an option that I have put on for myself. There is a way if you're in a magic menu, they won't attack you at that point. If you're waiting to go, do I want an item? Do I want to do a physical attack? That does, but it's not that bad with it because once you know your ability, again, because you're upgrading and you're learning new abilities, and you do a partner ability where you need two characters to do this joint one, you remember it a bit like certain sayings and things in Dark Souls where you're like, oh, I've got to do this move, I've got to use this flask. I can't remember the terms in Dark Souls, but different things that are like, I don't know, relight the
bonfires
thing.
Take that.
There was something like Kindle. I don't know. There's other words.
Amazon Kindle. Yeah, go on.
Amazon Kindle and all that lot. Yeah. Amazon Prime and all that lot. And basically, you do get back into it again, but it's really fair because you've got, again, like typical RPG, you've got someone who does abilities. You can buy loads of health.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't got a game over on it yet.
Oh wow.
But because you level up so much in the game, and you learn. And you learn to like grind to get better weapons, and you see people. You come across lots of characters. A bit sad because I just earned a new character. I won't say who they are in case someone.
Yeah, but I actually want to play it at some point. I think.
I really wanted him in my party the entire time, but they don't.
Oh.
They have to go back to where they came from. So you only kind of borrow them for a little while. But it's a bit sad. I was like, I really like that character, but it doesn't matter because you come across lots of other characters. Again, it's really cool joint meet up with the way the characters work together. It's got a really good story. It paces out really nicely.
Are you any idea how far you through it? Does it give you a percentage?
No idea. Rob, the way that we play the games, we're probably not very far at all.
Oh, it's a good point. Like 10% through. Yeah.
So we take like a long time.
I want to get a copy of it, or because I'd play it off stream for that game like that. I think I don't think I could handle a game like that on stream. I'd be too stressed.
You could play the ways that you can play it. Apparently, don't get the PC.
I know.
Steam
I've got the PC
Apparently
one. I think
terrible. Oh, really? Because everyone who's come into
No.
the chat says, "Don't play the Steam." He went, "Oh no, it's not the Steam one, is it?" I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I want to say I don't know what it is. Bad. Yeah.
We did get the only way we got it in the UK was via the DS randomly.
Yeah, I remember that came out. I don't know if it was like a remastered version or something, or they did something special with it. They did something, didn't they?
Yeah, what they did was basically it was a conversion of the PlayStation version, which we didn't get.
Oh.
What it is, it's got cutscenes in it. I said it, FMV's.
Everyone in the chat was like, cutscenes?
Yeah, I was about to say
what
FMV and I forgot the word.
But
basically, you've got them in on the DS. Because obviously a small screen, they can compact it quite nicely.
Yeah.
And it looks great on there. I've only tried it out when I borrowed my mate's copy.
Oh.
And I tried it out on there.
Okay.
I'm a bit gutted though because it's really jumped in price. I wish it was.
Yeah, I can imagine, can't you?
I'm gutted. I could have got it I could have got it for 20 quid years ago. And I went, what? 20 quid for a DS game? Oh,
now it's ridiculous. I always think of that Shawshank Redemption bit. You know what? At the end, when Morgan Freeman says when he's asking him like, "What would you do differently?" and he goes, "I'd like to go back and see talk to myself when I was a young kid." I'm always thinking about that with retro stuff and go, "I'd like to go back and buy that copy of that game." Oh, before it went to... I wish it was on the Nintendo Switch Online, or they just put it out.
Or put it with a collection. Because they did it with Secret of Mana,
oh, God, wouldn't that be great?
Evermore, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I hope they do because they've done remakes of the other games in the sequel. Like there's another game, which annoyingly they have brought out on the Switch, is Chrono Cross.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which is a semi-sequel. People are very... I've not played it yet. I do own an American copy because, again... We didn't get it over here, but we can play it on a Switch if you want to play it on the Switch. But things like that, which is technically a sequel to it. But this one, it's not got any.
I just love an RPG pack where they put like Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore,
Terranigma is another big one.
I never played that one.
That's Chrono a good one, but that was exclusive to us. America didn't get that. That was for us only.
Illusion of Time or Gaia.
Yeah,
that one. It's a Soul Blazer. Was that one of them? It was one of them as a platformer, which is brilliant, and one of them is an RPG.
I always get mixed up.
Yeah, me too.
Soul
But
Blazer
this
or something
RPG
else,
version
like,
of that one, put all them on there. Because we got the other RPG that's coming out, well, the action RPG next year, which we always forget the name of. The one with the Amazing Adventures of Jimmy Stewart, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Adventures of Stuart Little, whatever.
Yeah, whatever that one that is, that I cannot wait. Elliot, that's it, Billy Elliot's Street Adventures or whatever. Yeah, that one. I cannot wait for that, but the name is stupid.
I'm so looking forward to that so much. That one.
Oh, do you know what? Because I just want to talk about my last one, right? But I just want to quickly get in there. I don't know if you bought it, but Neon Inferno, that one. The worst name ever.
Oh, do you know what? The thing that's bad about that game that really annoys me is that I hate the artwork. Because literally the guy from Tekken.
Yeah.
He's literally the guy from Tekken. I don't know how, why Namco hasn't sued him for that, but whatever. And they look. She looks quite cool though.
Yeah, she looks awesome.
It looks very generic cover, generic name, but the game is brilliant. I'm stuck though. I'm stuck on the helicopter section.
Which one's that one?
It's one where you're being captured. You're fighting a helicopter.
Yeah, I think I might.
And then you end up having to do a turret boss and another boss. If you die on that boss, you got to do that whole bit again.
I think I'm
stuck.
I'm
loving it.
I'm on the stage where, and it's not that even late on at all. It's where you fight. Oh God, where are you? You fight a robot, and then when you fight the robot, you jump out the window, and the guy escapes on a bike. You done that one?
Oh yeah. I've done that one. Yeah, I've gone past that level.
Is that that's the?
That's literally about.
It's not that far in. Not that many. Where you are. It's just that section I keep down on, because there's a bit where the helicopter comes in, and I'm like, I have an issue with, because if you go to press a button to go up and down on the planes, and then also the guy on the bike is frying something like that, and then and I'm like, where am I? That game is brilliant though.
It's very overwhelming. The only reason why I've got on with it quite well, I know I'm stuck at the moment, I get on quite well, is because I play games like, I forgot what it's called. I keep on calling it Wild Arms. It's not called Wild Arms.
Oh, no, Sunset Riders?
Wild Guns.
Wild Guns, that's the one.
It's literally almost the same style, where character at the front, and that's on the SNES as well, character at the front, but then you shoot everything at the back, but then you have to roll out of the way and things like that. And because of that, it's literally just a nice... first stage.
I know, it's like fair. It's not fair stage.
It's not fair stage. But if you love them games, it's just getting your head around shooting the back, then shooting the front, then doing reflecting, then jumping out the way of the. But what I do is, biggest thing I say, focus on. Don't focus on the projectiles. Focus on.
I'm getting the trailer up.
Oh yeah, it's great. Where you get the little targets appear on you, care about those, not the projectiles, because you know that's where it's going to go to. So you kind of learn. Retro Wave as well, which have done some fantastic.
They've done
stuff.
some amazing stuff, haven't they?
Yeah. The only thing I'm a little bit gutted about, I want another song like that one you got in the bar.
Oh my God, yeah. Where did that come from?
That song.
The only annoying thing is about that is that the game is all about replayability. Because it's all about, because once you've played the level a few times, you know where the enemies are coming from, and it's all about remembering. That's why it appeals to us, because it's that's a retro thing, isn't it? Yes. And the thing is with that, you're waiting, the vocal comes in, and then you die, and then you got to start again, and then you got to wait for the vocal to come in again, and it kind of doesn't work with songs, even though the song is brilliant.
You haven't got that loop to kind of keep
it
going.
sticks out too much, and I love it, but I end up hating myself for not being able to get the whole song out. Oh, that stage is incredible. That bit, isn't it? You know, when you just when you go through the crowd. Oh my God!
I didn't realize they were just innocents. I'm like, why's this number?
Oh yeah, because you kill so many people.
Oh, I'm actually kidding.
I have not managed to get a good grade, because if you get a good grade, you can then you spend your points at the weapon guys. Oh, you've died. Your camera's gone. It's just me. Hopefully, it'll come back in a second. But not the first stage, Julio. This is if you beat a stage really well, you get a grade, and this is my issue. Are you back? Are you back?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't happen there. It all just went blank.
It's fine. I think you just jumped back in. It worked, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, weird.
But I was saying, like, one thing I think it's a bit unfair is that you've got to get a really good grade to then earn currency that you can spend in the shop to upgrade your gun. It makes no sense.
I can't be bothered. I'm like, oh well, I'll just go with what I've got. Exactly. And also, if you buy a gun, it's only temporary.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I bought there's one that's like Contra. I don't know the name of the gun,
right.
but where the bullets follow. And I was like, brilliant, you've got that now. You've got that gun to swap between. Oh no, you run out.
Oh right, so
But you earn all that money to buy a gun that you end up going
Oh.
without.
oh,
I'm
I
like,
thought it was a permanent upgrade to a gun.
Some bits are, but that gun wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, I love the whole reflecting thing. I'm not great at it, but when I pull it off, I
get
feel
my fingers
amazing.
opened up at times,
Yeah, there's a
and
lot of stuff going on. And I think it's one of those games that, like, if you spend a solid month playing it, you were going to be amazing. There's already playthroughs up of people doing deathless runs. And
Oh yeah, I can see that, because it's one of those where, yeah, again, because certain levels you redo it. Like the first time you do it, you really struggle and get to the last boss with, again, 2 bars or a bar. Next time you do it, you go, oh, I've got all the way to the boss without getting hit once.
Oh my god!
Okay.
It's unlimited run for a physical copy, and I'm that close. Like, I really want a copy of it, because it's one. Because next week, no secret, we're gonna do next stream we do in a couple of weeks. We're gonna do 5 of the old games we played this year and 5 of the best games. I'm struggling now, because this could be one of them. But it's like, is it going to knock something else off? Because I'm loving it. Even if I beat it, I can't wait to go back to it.
Oh, and you know that you've got room for improvement. Trying to do it trying to actually work towards like a like a 1cc type of situation.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's quite arcadey, isn't it? It's quite an arcade.
It came out of nowhere as well. Like,
it has.
I don't remember it at all. I think I might have seen it on Twitter, maybe.
They might have shown it off briefly at one of the not directs, but that sort of situation.
Yeah, just like a few seconds somewhere.
But then again, with the title and the image art for it, it just seems like it would just pass you by.
Exactly. It might have been so welcome in, mate. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I feel bad because I can't dedicate like all the time I want to do, because I want to play. There's so much you've got to play before the end of the year. But if I was doing a top 10 instead of a top 5, this would 100% be there.
Oh, it'd definitely be there straight away. Yeah,
definitely be in there. And when I spend a bit more time, and it's just the fact when I'm looking at it now, I'm like, oh, I love that bit. And it's like, I know how many times I died.
Motorcycle bit as well. Really good.
That giant robot coming in. And it's like the first time you face that, you're like, oh my god, how do I do this? The second time you go, okay, he does the. It's all about like, it's all about every time you do like old bosses in games, patterns going to rise, and that's what happens in this. And suddenly that boss is dead easy now, because you just duck at a certain time or whatever.
Oh yeah, you do it in half the time as well. You're like,
it's ridiculous.
Why did it take me so long before? I've just got to this bit super quick now.
Super quick, yeah. And the nightclub scene with the second stage and that, where there's like enemies hiding behind the bar, and first of all, you just shoot them. Shoot them as soon as you go in there. Do that, fine. Yeah. But if you don't, they're gonna cause you hassle. So
it makes it really bad later on. You like the turret things come up, and you go, right, I should take them out first. You leave them for a little while, and then it gets overwhelming.
You've got to like choose your battles. You can't just go for the things you want. You've got to take things out in sequence. That's what works for me. But again, I never get a good grade, especially when you kill.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on that bit. I'm just happy to get through the levels.
I know. Oh, it's
at the moment,
so good.
And then get better. And also, if anyone's interested, there is a demo on the Switch. No,
is there? Is there a demo? Is there?
I know there's a demo on
somewhere
Steam
on PC or something. Yeah, pick it up.
Well, definitely, and it's worth the demo. It makes you just.
I can't remember how much the game was. Probably around 20. Because every game I ever pick up is around like 20 quid.
Oh, I got it. I think I picked it up for like 14.
There you go. Yeah, something around. Oh yeah,
something.
I played it on stream, and then I'm sure you posted a picture of you.
Yeah, I saw you play the first level, and I was kind of on the fence again with how generic it looked.
Should I get this?
And then see you play through it, and the music, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the music was amazing. The soundtrack's great. And there's variety as well. You see all the bike stuff going on. It's so good. One-eyed welcome in as well. How you doing, mate? Right, so that was that. Can I just quickly mention the last game?
Yeah, go for it.
Even though that was... Oh, yeah, where are we? Let me get this one. And that is 3. Cosmic Invasion, which I want to put the trailer up as well. I think, did I post it? Oh, I did, yeah. I posted it on our thing. Yeah, I want to put this back, because I was playing this today. So it's fresh in my mind to talk about.
Again, there's a demo of this game as well on...
Yes.
Is it on Switch, a demo? I keep knowing it's on PC, but I always get confused if it's a demo.
PC, yeah, I played on PC. And I knew before even playing the demo that I'm probably going to enjoy this, because it's made by the same guys.
The
same guys who made Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, Shredder's Revenge.
But it's Marvel now, so it's another set of IPs and stuff that we all kind of love. And it's a beat 'em up. I haven't got tired of beating ups yet. I don't know about you, but like a lot of people have.
I don't, because they're nice, quick bursts of games.
Exactly,
especially when you play with other people and that.
So
15, is there?
Yeah, 15 characters. A lot to unlock, which I obviously have unlocked all of them. So, Played it today with some people from the stream, Julio in the chat there, and it's absolutely hectic. It's I think it's even more hectic than Turtles.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
think it
Turtles was
was.
like 6 players or something, wasn't it? We've talked about this before.
Oh, yeah, I think, yeah.
I think it was 6 players, and it was like, everyone can
Yeah.
jump in and out. So it's got the same kind of thing, but 4 players. And you might think, oh, why is it more hectic? It's because each of you can pick 2 characters. So you can basically swap them between 2 characters, and you can tag team, and then you can come in and help you as an assist, kind of in the same way it would work in a fighting game, with the kind of tagging in and out. It's got that, so it just feels incredibly hectic, and also for the most part, like, and again, take this with a pinch of salt, because I was streaming wearing a Spider-Man outfit.
You can't do 2 things at once.
And
you're
streaming and seeing through thing, and I'm rubbish, and everyone else was carrying me. Like, I'll be honest, I wasn't great at it. Gaz Halley, oh my god, who's playing today, was incredible. Only like it was he shined for him at the end on that last boss. Oh my god, but he was just like he was just so good. But anyway, it's so much fun, hectic, and just mad to play, and it's just.
It's what you want from a beat 'em up now, because the thing that makes beat 'em ups boring is if you go into a level and it's quite sluggish, a bit slow, and you get 4 enemies on screen, you hit them, move to the next screen, and that's when it does get a bit boring, repetitive. But when there's so much going on with these sort of things that you're all caught up in the moment of it.
People were like, I won't say complaining, but commenting in the chat that the sound effect of like the punching, it's just the same kind of. It's very much like the 1 or 2 sound effects, and it just all your ears constantly, and there's a lot of it because it's like 4 of you just pounding enemies, and for the most part, like you don't really think about that when you're playing it because you're just having so much fun.
Watching and playing is very different.
It is very different. And basically, look at it now. It just looks like a cartoon. Like it's fun to watch. I think, like from my side of things. I love
the voice work on it as well.
Oh god, yeah,
so fun.
You got some of the actual voice actors from the cartoons, definitely Wolverine and some of Tommy Storm as well.
Yeah, Storm's meant to be the original one, isn't it? Yeah, and Wolverine. Yeah,
I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm guessing so. But it's just so cool. There's a lot of levels as well, a lot more than I thought to be. Like and I'm guessing they're gonna do with DLC. But I will say though, like definitely in 4-player, it was. I mean, again, it's easy for me to say this. I'll say it was quite a casual experience. Like we got through it, and I only like one of my characters because when you die, your other character's complete takes over solo, so you can't assist each other, anymore. And we only died completely on the very last boss.
I saw that. Yeah, 'cause you had to redo it, didn't you? Because
Wolfie, how you doing, mate? Wolfie's in as well. This game looks like it is so good. We played it today on the stream. It was fantastic. But yeah,
and also we don't need to be a big superhero fan.
No,
for this game
God
either.
no.
It's
I think
fun.
I consider myself like
a
very like I want to say I'm a fan of all this stuff, but I'm not. There's loads of characters in this I don't know. Like
I'm like, who's that?
No, I'm more. I read the comics and stuff like that years ago, but there's kind of broadly. I know X-Men, some of them. Most.
I know more about X-Men than any others.
I probably know more from the cartoons and the films now.
Same.
So I'm going in there, and I'm going Spider-Man. Obviously, I was dressed as Spider-Man, so we've got to go Spider-Man. And I was like messing around with some of the others, like Venom. I thought was really cool. I thought She-Hulk was good. I think Wolverine is probably the best. When I played Wolverine in the demo, I don't know if they've touched him up a bit more now, but I thought he was a good all-rounder.
Yeah,
like he was very good. But yeah, it was just the last boss. Like all the other bosses were quite a simple affair, really. You just beat the hell out of them. There's some have different elements where you've got to like get the boss near a party, like these kind of droid things. These I can't know what they call, like gold things, where you can only hurt them by those. But the last boss reminded me a bit like, and it makes sense because the same people who did Shredder's Revenge. When you fight Super Shredder and you've got to do certain things, you've got to wait. You can only attack him at certain times.
You can't just go in there constantly. Yeah.
And when you play, I can't remember his name. Is it Nihilus or something like that? When you're fighting him, you can only hit him at certain times, otherwise he will just punish you incredibly. Like no boss in the whole game, I don't feel like it's like that.
I thought you actually bullied every other boss. You got one boss, and all of you is pound him in the corner.
We was juggling him for about 10 minutes in the air, and it was so funny.
Dead, but he was still in the air.
I feel like that's going to be like almost like a meme for people to do in this game when they play it online. See how long can they juggle the boss for when it's so funny. Like, we're doing it for a long time. But yeah, that last boss, though, we died, I think, I was like 2 or 3 times. And then And then right at the end, I think it was just a couple of people who took it on. I died just a second before they took the boss down. I was ghosted a little bit, but it was worth it.
You get that hero's death. You're like, revenge me. Oh yeah.
It does feel like, you say, Wolfie's in the chat saying that it does feel like a cartoon. It does feel like that. It feels like
good, like bits in between.
Oh god, yeah. The cutscenes were great, and voice acted, and just kept the story moving along really well. And like, if you were a fan of Shredder's Revenge, like I know of a lot of our age, like we're well into that. 'Cause I think that's one of the best, retro-inspired games of the last 10 years. You were gonna love this because it's that. Yeah. But just it's kind of slightly, different coat of paint on it, but different mechanics. The fact you can have 2 players, which is great. I think Lewis said before that, alluding to the fact that like the devs did say that they could do 6-player, but I think they don't need to. I don't think they need to.
I don't think so. I think it's a nice balance really with that what they've got.
Yeah, also that would be my only criticism. Is I think the boss difficulty could have been more progressive. Yeah, it did feel like out of nowhere. It's like, wait a minute, because you didn't feel like you had to be careful at any point in the game, especially with 3 other players playing with you, until the end when we just got destroyed and go, wait a minute, why did this happen? So that was the only surprise in the game, and I feel like
they should have made every boss a point where you couldn't attack them at all, and you got really punished.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's sit back, let's work out where you're going to go, then attack them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you literally only had that on the last bit.
I need to dig in a bit more and see what the arcade mode's like, and you do get unlockables. Like there's this like a Matrix thing where you get like Matrix points through the game, and it's a big grid basically, and you basically unearth these like little squares, little cubes. And they're like new skins for the characters, or things that unlock somewhere else. That's pretty cool. And there's an achievements board as well. And apparently that's where I was being told today. That's where you unlock characters. I don't know if that's true or not. But it didn't really, when you go through them, it didn't tell you like, oh, this unlocks this character. It's all kind of hidden.
Oh, really?
Which is a bit annoying. But again, I think I was thinking about this today. It's like, would you rather know straight from the off how you unlock these things, or because they know you're going to use the internet anyway, you know what I mean? So you could play it both ways. Like, I'd rather not know, or know and use the internet.
You do go, oh, I've unlocked a character.
Yeah, the arcade mode may be a bit tougher, because the arcade mode, I mean, I don't know this, but I'm guessing it's going to give you like 1 life or 3 lives or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it cuts straight to the game. You won't have the talking bits in it.
Exactly. It might be. It's go straight in there. Obviously, I remember playing one of the earlier Marvel fighting games in the cinema as a kid. I'm thinking I was controlling actual cartoons. It's definitely similar to that.
Oh, was that like when I think it's called Children of the Atom?
Yes, that's one of them. Yeah.
That one looked
massive
like
sprites.
Yeah,
like, wow, so good. I mean, I got that with like WrestleFest or something when I think back of that wrestling game, because they looked amazing. But yeah, I recommend the hell of this. Again, this possibly could be in my top 5 of the year, or just after playing through it once, because I'm counting the demo as well. And also when it was announced, it was instantly one of my highly anticipated games.
Also, it's crossplay as well.
Do you know what? We had a couple of bugs today. We'll say that. Where it was game-breaking bugs where we had to start again. I had to reboot my console at some point because it was just
blimey.
Not reboot the console, reboot the game, because it just something died online. Only twice though. And it was fine. And when I went back in, we were back in the lobby, right? And I think the issue was because I had a break and went for a cup of tea, come back, and everyone was still there waiting on the lobby.
Oh yeah, it kind of went idle, and then it kind of timed itself out.
And I think I don't know if that's a platform thing, because the Switch kind of doesn't know what to do. It goes off, doesn't it? And then it's offline. It cuts the online connection. So I don't know what they can do with that. But I will tell you what, I was incredibly surprised, and I thought it was amazing that the Switch was included in this, because I thought the one system or platform that wouldn't work with this crossplay system, would have an issue, would be Nintendo, But it was like we were playing. Someone was on PlayStation 5, someone was on PC.
Yeah, it was. You had all nice.
Someone on Xbox, and I was on Switch. Cool. So it was I'm like, that's amazing. Imagine that, like when you were a kid, going across all these consoles.
Yeah, because that's why, like, for me, like when people had PS3s and 360s. I had a 360 because all the online stuff, everyone I knew had 360s. So we kind of stayed on that platform. And that was, you kind of stuck on that one if you want to play with your mates. This one, like, if you couldn't afford a new Switch, or you still had your PS, like you had a PC that could play it. It's so nice because it just gives you the opportunity to play on.
I wonder if you can do the same thing. Like, I guess you can do it with Fortnite. And guess you've got to be Fortnite, and that's got to be cross-play, you'd think, wouldn't it? You know, you should be able to play.
I think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe it's that sort of thing.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
But
There's a few games that do that though now.
I
So
recommend the hell. I mean, I keep telling you to go. Oh, buy this one, mate, as well. Because it's like
I know. Yeah,
I know this year's been a bit like that because we just used to concentrate on old games. But like, you know, when you start looking at what's new and what they're aiming at us, it's just like there's a lot on offer, which is just brilliant. You know, bringing this stuff to the table, it's for us, you know, and it's just so much fun. And I read someone in chat who was like, oh, I'm going to play this with my kids, and I said, how nice is that?
And it would be good for that as well, wouldn't it? Because you know what you're getting with it and stuff. You know?
I did love it. It's on little systems as well. But yeah, that was all of my games. I mean, it was quite a lot actually. Do you want to have a look at any news? Oh, you know, there's stuff we haven't missed actually. Do you want to quickly talk about the Mario trailer, even though it was miles ago?
Yeah,
but we haven't talked about it.
But to be fair, because it's nothing more is out on it.
I'm not going to play the trailer because you know what they're like, Nintendo. Because it's a movie trailer, they actually will just kill the stream with it. What were your thoughts when you saw this trailer?
When it first, the problem, right? My first initial bit of it was that it was too much like the trailer from the first one because it was the first one being a Mario movie. Brilliant. Yeah. You had that kind of like wow factor because oh my god, we're getting a movie.
Yeah.
To this literally following the same formula as the first one, especially with like they tried to make the music all epic again in the trailer, but it was the same as the first one.
Yeah.
But the only thing for me that I was almost going to get annoyed, but luckily they obviously did do it because this one's based around Mario Galaxy, which is a bit random why they jumped straight to Galaxy, but whatever. Is Rosalina's one of my favorite characters in one of the newer characters, and her sequence in the trailer is brilliant.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't
really
it?
good. I'm like, oh, she's so cool.
And she's voiced by what's her name from Marvel? Miss Marvel, Marvel girl, Marvel. I can't remember her name is.
Miss Marple.
Miss Marple, yeah. Oh dear. That's I can't remember her name is, but anyway, she's a big Nintendo fan, and I remember years ago going about how much she was like playing the original Switch or whatever, and I was like, and now that's quite cool. There's a nice connection to that.
Yeah, I mean it's good. And it just made me laugh though when they said who's going to be voicing Bowser Jr. I'm like, who? I don't mind it completely randoms, but you went from Jack Black's back.
Yeah.
You've got her, whatever, Miss Marple, and then you've got this guy. I don't even remember what his name is.
Yeah, I can't remember. We're just terrible. I should have done some research and just threw the names out. But I'm the same as you. I always use this analogy, right? Or as example, like Jurassic Park. When you first see Jurassic Park, you're wowed by the dinosaurs. In the same way, they're looking up, going, "Oh my god, you did this!" And we're like, "They did this. This is incredible." Two ways. Yeah. Then you watch the second Jurassic Park and the third one and the 10th one. And you're like, "Yeah, I've seen these." Already, I'm the same with this. Like the first Mario film, I was like, "Oh my god, they're actually putting." Like Mario on the big screen in the way they want to, you know, and it's going to appeal to kids and it's going to be crazy. And now they're doing another one. It's like, yeah, they're doing another one. They're doing another one of those. I'm not as excited. I'll see it.
I'm gonna go and see it, and we'll probably watch it. Go, that's all right. That's good. That'd be it, sort of thing. But I don't know. It's like for some reason. The problem you've got now is you've got. I really enjoyed this. I know you still haven't probably watched them, have you? The Sonic movies.
No, I still haven't.
Weirdly, there've been ones that honestly I feel like you will enjoy them more than you think you will.
Yeah, maybe.
They're a little bit, but then when they introduced a new character in that was a little bit weirdly. That was a little bit more exciting. You were like, oh, cool, they got that person in because there's so much stuff I could do with it. The same they could do with this, but my thing where I've got a little bit. I was a bit gutted with the previous film, and I hope that they don't play into the sequel. They played off of the popular songs for sequences.
Yeah, I don't like that. It wasn't like I can't remember what songs. It was like probably "Take on Me" and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I'm like,
you've got such a rich musical history and heritage to the Nintendo, haven't they? They've got so much they could pluck out from, and yeah, they did pop songs.
They didn't do any of that, and it's like really gutting. And I hope that they try and do a little bit more of the actual game, especially Mario Galaxy. I'm sorry, but out of the 3D Mario games, outside of like Odyssey and that, I think Mario Galaxy is that's a good one to pause on there. I thought the music in Galaxy is incredible, and if they don't use the music from Galaxy enough in it, it's going to be really sad.
I think they will. I think they're going to use music from
epic sounding.
The music from Mario games, but I think they're going to use modern songs as well. because they need things with vocals in it that the kids go, oh, I like this, and the parents go, I know this song. So you're gonna get like, I don't know, what was a Take on Me or something. You're gonna get, I don't know, trying to think of a
like
popular
hero song and that lot.
Yeah, you're gonna get some kind of big like 80s song that's with a pop version for it, and that's what it is now. I've never seen the Minions movies, but I'm guessing they're the same people who make those, isn't it? I'm guessing they do the same thing in those.
They do, especially like when they're like on their venture somewhere, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
is that kind of on that kind of Disney kind of trait with like the training or the sad bit? But one thing I did quite like in the trailer, I don't know if you picked up on it or not, but it's not just Mario Galaxy. They have elements of Mario Sunshine in it as well, which I thought was very cool.
Oh yeah, what was the Sunshine? I think you said this. And I
the bit where you see Bowser Jr. With like the paintbrush and all that. That's kind of like that's a bit from Sunshine. So there's other aspects of other games in there as well. But I know the Galaxy is the main focus of it. I'm definitely gonna go and see it. But I was a bit gutted from how they literally started it out as this epic, because like the first time you see like the first trailer, you got the beginning music playing, really epic version of it. And you look over, Mario lands on the floor, sees his massive mushrooms in the castle, and you're like, wow, it's got that first beginning bit for it. To them trying to recreate that again, and then
I also
maybe it could be just a bad trailer.
I also feel like in the last film it ended with Yoshi, and I thought this won't be a big Yoshi
deal. And it's not even any mention
Brie
of Yoshi.
Larson. That's the one, Alan. Thank you, Brie Larson. Yeah, I think she's great, to be honest. So I think I'm made up she's doing that because she seems to be a Nintendo fan as well. So it's a good pick.
That would be good. Yeah, it's more like for the people.
But the one ended with Yoshi. I mean, maybe the next trailer they're going to do another trailer and it's going to have Yoshi in it, where you're going to see Mario on Yoshi, and Yoshi's going to have to team up to get across something, and then the Yoshi falls, and it's going to do a joke, a little nod to the audience, like,
it's Revenge of Mario,
exactly, whatever. Maybe they do something like that. I don't know. I doubt it.
But I feel this is going to be of a bingo card movie, as in, will Jack Black do another song?
Oh yeah.
Stamp the card.
He's 100%
will there be a training sequence?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Will
there be Mario Kart, but like spaceships version? I don't know, something like that. You've got to tick boxes. But the thing is, right? I'm more excited about the Zelda movie. I think that's the one.
Even though we've literally had some leaked images, and then I think it's like Zelda getting on a horse or something like that.
So originally
in New Zealand,
we had like leaked images from the set, which I refused to like chat about because I hate those kind of things.
Yeah,
but everyone was just pushing them in your face. I was like, you can see leaked images from any movie. That's just like, why would you want to see them? I want to see the actual like how they're going to present it as art. You know what I mean, as the film or whatever.
No effects are in it. It's like when they film a film like, I don't know, a superhero film in New York, and you see someone running across the thing. I don't look very good, does it? It's like,
of course it doesn't.
It's done.
Just
literally, it's making.
You know what? Like, you don't want to watch. I don't know. You don't want to watch Da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa or whatever. You don't. You know what I mean? You want to see the actual finished project. The thing that you've done. And I don't get why people want to see. When you've seen the film, then maybe like a documentary behind the scenes. Then afterwards,
how did they do that bit? Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't watch that like 9-hour Aliens documentary or whatever it is before watching Aliens for the first time, would you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they did that. It was just like a bit crap, actually, just a bit of rubber. It's just terrible. But yeah, I kicked up a bit of a rant because of that. But then Nintendo, I think they were forced to.
They would not have released them. I'm telling you now, they would not have released them.
Yeah, I knew someone would say that. I think that was probably a bad example, the Da Vinci painting the Mona Lisa, because people would actually like to see that right now. But I need a better example. I think the Alien one is better. But I feel like they were forced to, because even Miyamoto said, because it's so far away. It's like 2027 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not even getting it next year.
God, it's ridiculous. But I from the official photos you've seen, I think look fantastic. I don't know who the actors are. I'm happy about that.
Which I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I want some randoms.
I don't want Jack Black. As much as Jack
Black is Ganondorf,
is all right, but I don't want Jack. Yeah, Jack. Oh God, Jack Black is Ganon.
Piano.
Oh, we can imagine that going. Zelda, I love you, Zelda, so much.
I love you, Zelda, very.
Get away from me, Link. You can get me a drink. Oh, but it'd be that.
Master Sword.
Yeah, I just don't want that. But he would. But yeah, I don't think they're going that way. I think they're going for something a bit more like
I
maybe
hope it's.
epic.
I don't know if they will, but I kind of want it to be a bit dark.
I want it to be as well. I don't.
A bit
Yeah.
messed up. Do you know what I mean? Just a tiny bit. You go, oh, blimey, they're getting a bit like it's not all just fairy. I kind of my best example. I would kind of like it to be like Willow, sort
Oh,
of.
100%. I think Willow.
Like, I want this big adventure. I
was
want it like
literally
Indiana
thinking,
Jones,
yeah.
Willow, that sort of thing.
I'm thinking Willow meets Legend. That's what I want. I want that.
Oh yeah, Legend. Yeah,
That's what I want.
Yes.
And the film in New Zealand, so you've got that kind of Lord of the Rings kind of like vibe and feel to it.
Like epic scales on like when it ran across all like
I
Hyrule
hope it's
and
that.
stuff
I hope it's that. I am. I feel like leave it to Mario to be the kind of fun and camping, comical, and fun and all that stuff. Have that, and but have the Zelda one to be a nice kind of epic adventure, and bring back that kind of sense of adventure that you get in the video games when you first play
which
those.
we've lost a lot out on that because even when they bought their newer TV series of Willow, which I forgot what it's called now, that didn't do very well.
It's lost. Disney didn't like it so much that they just hid it from existence.
Yeah, they just literally deleted it. Well, deleted it.
I don't believe in that. Like, I feel like it exists to be criticised and need to be. Yeah, there's people behind it.
Good or bad, it should still be out there.
I was never going to watch it again.
I watched a bit where
I didn't
everyone
get through
was
it.
so depressed with each other and so angry, and I went, "This is not fun. This is not fun."
The funny thing, I've said it before, I remember watching the behind the scenes of that, and I thought this would make a better TV show than the actual TV show that they made.
Oh, wow!
Because it was him, it was Warwick Davis go round to the cast and crew, go, "Remember me and Willow?" And they go, "No, not really." And it was really funny. Like, he was just looking at the camera. It was very much like The Office, that kind of thing. And I thought, this would make a better show than the thing that they made. And I was like, it would have been so much better. But
it's lost that adventure, and I want a big epic adventure like that
me
all over
too.
again.
Me too. I've recently rewatched Lord of the Rings. I'm like, oh, please. Because the issue is, though, when someone makes something like that, loads of copycats come out and make things that are not as good and kind of miss the point. And the Lord of the Rings is really good, but they utilised a lot of technology at the time. And then people come after it and went, oh, let's just use that technology to do a quick story, and felt like they missed the point of the epic adventure and characters that you really cared about over a long duration of time.
The newer version of Dungeons and Dragons did quite a good job.
Oh, I like that, but that was kind of a cross with it was comedy as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was fun. I like that. It was a bit of a romp. I would say a bit of a I like that. Yeah, it was a good film. I don't think we'll ever get a sequel though, because it's like we're past that now.
Yeah, unfortunately. But hopefully that comes to fruition. We're quite pleased with that one.
I love Extras as well. I think Extras, and I also love the one with Warwick Davis in. It was, what was that one called? Was it The Long Way?
Oh, that was so good.
It was so good. I think that was the last thing that for me that Ricky Gervais did that I enjoyed. I think everything else was just like not as much. And I think it's because he waits for Steve Merchant. I think of it really.
Yeah, he was.
I think of that. Life's Too Short. That's it. Life's Too Short.
That's
very good.
Oh, that was so good. I enjoyed that so much.
That was the Mario trailer. I wish we'd talked about other things.
That's a bit diverse there, didn't it?
Oh, right. I actually I didn't really know about this, I don't think. Or maybe I did, and I forgot. Because I think we talked about this, didn't we? Maybe ages ago, about the Plants vs. Zombies. We were saying we were excited.
Yeah, basically, there's an update. The reason why I've re-put this into our news is there's good news for a change. Basically, they released, so this is Plant vs. Zombies Replanted. Basically, a newer version of the original Plant vs. Zombies that come out on the iPad, iPhone, PC. Yeah. Brilliant game, which is like, I think it's like 12 years old now.
Original. Love the original.
Actually, adore it. And it's one of them games that, it was a mobile game, better than it should have been type of thing. Right? So it was very good. So they decided they wanted to bring it back again, which they already had a version of it out on the 360, which was kind of like a remaster-ish thing. But they wanted to do a new proper one. They released it pretty quick, and they made an absolute mess of it.
Yeah, I've heard of all the issues.
It went from as weird as, when it gets a bit more hectic, the music speeds up and more. Yeah, it adds more stems. Comes into it. That's it. Yeah,
the music stems ramp up, doesn't it? It's supposed. I can't remember what the term for it is, but it's like a procedural kind of.
The music guy, you should know these things.
Well, I can't remember the name. Completely escapes me. But like as you go in, it adds more stems to increase the tension. But it just, but for the individual game, it was just straight. I think it was just all on at once.
It's all the music at once.
You didn't split it up.
made, because this is on the Switch. It's on other systems, but it's on the Switch. But obviously, they wanted to utilize using the mouse.
Oh yeah,
That's apparently was god awful.
I did
to
see
use.
something like that where it was just
really
you couldn't
bad.
get
That's
into
been
it.
installed. There's loads of other little weird little bugs.
Touch controls weren't very good either, were they? Like you were trying to, when you touch the suns there.
Kind of double tap.
Yeah.
It was very strange. Considering it's come from a touch-based game.
Yeah, should have it
How
all.
did they get it so wrong?
Yeah.
But its problem is with PopCap, and they weren't the original producers of the game, really. So they obviously wanted to make it quick, and they rushed it. They even did a strange thing where, in the making, which apparently it's still in there, but it's not a problem, is that in the making bit, because it has a nice bit of showing artwork of the making of the game. So there's a bit more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they tried to get away with here's some original concepts where they had a disco zombie.
This is dirty. This
is so bad. It was a disco zombie. It was originally the Michael Jackson Thriller outfit one.
Yeah.
But because of the the Jackson family, basically did a cease and desist to say, no, you can't use that. That's too close to Thriller, which is under copyright and stuff. So they had to then go in and change it to a disco zombie.
Yeah.
But in the making of this game, this replanted new version, they tried to make out the original concept was the disco one, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was lots of concept art wasn't actually, and some of it was even AI art.
Yeah, I was going to say some of the bits that he drew in there. Yeah. So this was the original concept that they drew. It was like, no, it wasn't. And the original artist said that I didn't draw that. What's that about? Where's that come from? That's really bad. Like, there's part of me because I really want to play this again at some point. It's so addictive, and maybe I'll pick it up when it's super cheap in a sale.
I'm going to pick it up now because I wanted to originally get it because me and Daniel both absolutely adore this game. Really, we played it on almost every platform.
Yeah.
And played for it a number of times, and I thought, Switch, brilliant. But then when it originally came out and you was excited, I watched his fully in-depth review, and they just laid into it, and I was like, it wasn't even like.
I think I watched the review on this site. Is it Nintendo Life? Yeah, I watched one on there. And he went through all those points. But yeah, I don't know how much is it. Like, I'm gonna wait until the sale on that.
I think it's £17 around that.
Yeah. Game that...
Which is mad. This game originally used to be free.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But then the sad thing is, if you actually try and grab the original iPad or version of it, unfortunately, because the company got taken over, after every level you get bombarded with adverts. So you can't play the original version unless you bought the original PC version years ago, or you've got the 360 version, which was pretty good. And they also made a big deal about this having multiplayer. That wasn't new. That was on the 360 10 years ago.
Oh god.
Things like that, and little things like that. But from what they've done with it, I don't know if it on the website bottom below the image had a ton of lists of all the things.
Oh yeah, audio. There you go. Dynamic audio. That's the thing I was trying to think of. Dynamic audio. There you go.
That's it.
Oh yeah, they fixed a lot, haven't they? Fixed game share via game chat. That's interesting. You can do. Oh yeah, I forgot about you can do that. We should do that. We should do that.
I find quite exciting.
We should test that out sometime.
1 and 2. Yeah, I'd be up for that.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? We should do that more often, actually. Why aren't we doing that? A game share with like a bunch of us who've got a Switch too. It just seems silly. We are aware that we switched. Oh, is that all? To check your game version. I mean, there's more there. Graphical. Is that the patch that was previous? Yeah, it is. So actually,
they've really
keep up to date with this.
Hard. I'm glad they didn't just because sometimes I thought this was going to be a release. Dump it, leave it at that, and that's all you've got, and there'd be nothing. And they've done that in the past, other companies, but luckily because this is which is mad to say. Like, I don't know if I like saying that Plants vs Zombies is a retro game.
It is. It is. It's our second generation of retro for us. Isn't it? Second generation, isn't it? It's like we're adults living through when we live through a retro time, whereas retro to everyone else now.
And it's like
Okay, one I want you to talk about because I know you're dead excited about these. You want one? It's the Analog 3D.
Before when I first heard this coming out, so Analog, who make that, I've got the Analog Pocket, which is a Pocket One. They've done a Super Nintendo, a Mega Drive, original NES, a PC Engine, and now the latest one is the Analog 3D. This got a bit of controversial because this meant to come out like a year ago or a year and a half ago, and they kept on saying, "Well, pre-orders will be filled." And the thing is, this company make incredible hardware but the actual back end of the company is terrible with like telling people what's going on and all sorts. But it finally got released, and it was a bit mad that day when it was released. I don't know if you noticed this on YouTube. Every single reviewer of retro games was given one of these consoles.
Oh, were you actually given one?
Yeah, there was like, I don't know. I had about at least 10 people on YouTube that I follow, all had one, along with 4 controllers and all sorts of things. So they really went over with it. But from what the reviews have said on it, they've done an incredible job. And I was interested in getting one at the time. And I was like, it'd be nice because even though, and it got an N64, you can mod them, but the price it is to mod an N64 to have HDMI with some sort of like you have to solder is a lot of money. Your cost is costing you $300 to do that sort of thing, and that's also mutilating an N64 you already had, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
While this has SD card support on it, you play original games. At the moment, you can't, but it will be available to play your games, play your backed up games on SD card.
I want to say because you got 16 gig SD card pre-installed. Like how much is that? Is that just for saves or is that for importing games?
No, that's for firmware updates and things like that.
Okay.
And saves. You can do saves because you have settings on there because you have like shaders. They've gone really in depth with the different features.
Wow.
You can overclock
Does it need that much? Does it need 16 gig?
Oh, that's quite a lot, but then they might be trying to future-proof.
That's what I was thinking. It was like leaving it open for people to install their own games or whatever. But you're saying there's another way to do that down the line.
There is, you got an SD card slot in the back, a micro SD card, and just put where you
Oh
want.
yeah, because I knew there was a story of people saying it doesn't play EverDrives, but it does now.
It didn't, but it does now. That was a thing that they overlooked, because the problem is when all the reviews come out, everyone who got these consoles had the, what do you call it, where they can't talk about it early.
NDA. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
They obviously had it way before they patched it, so they were saying it's great, but it doesn't work with EverDrives. But since that time, obviously they've dealt with it and they've fixed it, and all they did was patch it, so you just do a firmware update on it.
Oh, that's cool.
So they are being very, very good with that. It's all totally free. You ain't got to do anything.
It's not they
weren't not condoning it. They just kind of didn't. I don't know. Rather they treated EverDrives as an afterthought. I don't know.
Oh, Busy says I really want one. I wish they would make it more available, easier to purchase out the US. Yeah, I always say that about all of these because they make incredible stuff, but they don't have like anywhere that stocks them overseas. It's all in one place.
Yeah. Even in America, I've heard people having to pay import tax in the UK. Import tax in the US, which is like, hey, okay, because they still get made in like China or whatever, then exported, but then also because the thing is, though, you see the price, which don't seem. I don't know how you feel about it, but $270 or whatever is like it's quite a bit of money. But if you wanted to do up an N64 to do what this can do, you'd cost that. But then you've also got 60, 70 quid postage.
Mate, after watching a video of that, like that new Transformer Soundwave for like $1,000 today, you have to just come out. It's a new Transformer.
How much it is? I saw the video.
Yeah, it's over $1,000. Well, you can get it at a slight discount for early bird buyers, and that's like $899. But its retail price is $1,100 or something like that.
Way.
So it's
I thought it was going to be like a 50.
After seeing that, and you're thinking of like all the things that are aiming at us, because that's definitely aimed at us. I mean, or maybe richer versions of us, let's say. That people like us with good jobs and disposable income. That's what this is as well, because no kid wants
consoles, all this analog stuff. This is like the sports car.
It is, and it's nice.
Like people buy all these are like because they want that nice premium version, and it's.
I know you're gonna people argue about like just getting like a Mister or something or one of those things compared to these, but it's at the end of the day it's hardware that does one specific job, and you can use your cartridges.
It's more of an icon thing. Say like you grew up with an N64 and that was your favorite console. You want the best version of that console, and you've got your old games. There's something still massively big about tactile, like putting the cartridges in, and you still get experience with it.
And it also validates, us still collecting those things, which is probably our fault. We shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Julio said it was $1,300 for the Soundwave retail price.
That's
insane. And in the video, they show that with like multiple other
I
Transformers.
wonder why that video was 8 minutes long. I'm thinking,
I know.
you
It's a
know.
pay to watch it, but yeah, it's amazing. Like, but it's like, well, like this, isn't it? When you see that and you see 270 quid, you think, oh, it's not too bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
For someone aimed at
But
us.
what it does and what you.
It's a premium product. It's not like.
Oh yeah, it's not just like just buy off the shelf.
It's not like the Specky that we're talking about, like 99. Well, actually, how much was the Specky that was? Did you? I don't know if you went for that, by the way. That was going on Amazon. It might be cheap on Smiths, but that's Specky. This I don't know if you guys in the chat would know, but that was going for. You can see my USB stick on the top. That was going. I think Busy actually bought one from Smiths or Amazon, and it was because I bought this for 99 when it first came out.
Yeah,
I'm sure it went down to like 60 or 70.
Oh, really?
And it's absolutely incredible. It's got a really good weight to it. You know, it's not like, I'm not saying it compares to like anything that Analog's making, but it feels like the real deal. You know, and also it's really convenient to play because you just plug it in HDMI to your old TV and stuff like that. But it's really nice.
This is like 4K and stuff as well.
God, yeah, well that's doing a lot more. This is emulation, 100%. Yeah, Black Friday, 70 quid. There you go. Busy got for 70 quid. And so Julio said this is FPGA. That's what bumps the price up compared to the mini spec. Yeah, because this is just emulation. I love the convenience of one of these. Instead of just getting my Specky out, I can just play a game because I don't really need like the best kind of version of a spec. I've got a Specky, but also when I play Spectrum games, mostly I'm playing them for minutes. You know, I'm playing for a few minutes. Have a go with that. I'll relive that nostalgia for a minute. These are a bit different because as soon as you got into 8 and 16-bit and 64, and the game became very expansive and storyline driven, and you take more of your time. So that's why you kind of want to spend a bit more time with these machines, I guess.
But with anyone who has pre-ordered one of these and still waiting on them, from all the reviews I watch, and I watched way too many than I should have done, everyone is saying how this is been worth the wait.
How many did you pre-order?
There's a white one, black one, and then you got the cut. No, I'm not pre-ordering any. I can't afford it.
No, it's expensive.
They are going to restock them though. They are going to come back, which is good.
It's interesting because the Analog Pocket, there was a good while where they were putting like new versions of that out every week.
It's like a million colours. I'm part of a Facebook group still. Yeah, I use Facebook still sometimes. And there's someone or a couple of people who have bought every colour.
Oh my God.
Every colour. And they've been selling out, so they've had to panic on getting every colour. So far, you got a white and black version of this. I can see them doing the see-through green. I think it's called jungle green and all that sort of thing. I could see them doing that with the N64s at some point.
Yeah, you definitely could.
I don't know. But it is good.
I have the Amiga 500 too. I like having a box per system that is dedicated to that system that I can just get out and put away as and play them. Yeah, I've got the mini one. Is that one of the, I don't know if that's that. Oh no, I've got a mini C64. Mini C64, the SNES, the NES, and the Specky. I didn't get any of the Mega Drive ones, the little mini ones.
Yeah, that's the other thing I like about it. I've got a thing now for having a piece of tech that just does that one thing rather than... Because the SNES Mini can do the NES Mini. So if you hack it, you can play NES games on it. Exactly the same hardware in there.
Yeah.
But it feels weird, even though it's just a separate box.
Yeah,
you kind of want to keep... Right, I want to hook that up because I want to play that.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's kind of what this is all about. Because this this has got other cores on it because it's quite powerful. They say that at some point you'll probably be able to play SNES.
NES, you can do a bit of everything.
On it.
Yeah,
but then I kind of want.
That it's like what we both do. I think we both got this where we have got a Mega Drive with the Master System converter on. You do that. That's how I do it. I don't really set up my Master System because it just does it on a Mega Drive. I mean, I'd like to get my Mega Drive modded like yours because you can mod between PAL and American, can't you? You can do that.
Yeah. It's basically a 1560 switch on the back, which works with the power converter. Because that's the reason why I'm not using my original Master System because I can flip between, which we've had good and bad things with it. I play it going, this was running great, and someone said to me, "That's running way too fast." I
know. Well, I was like, I felt like it was a crime when you would run a Master System games fast because. Like, us in the UK never had that, you know what I mean?
No,
I get it when
no.
people come in with the Mega Drive stuff, but because in America they didn't really have Master System, you know, the odd person you find had Master System, but it was more us things. So when you were playing Psycho Fox and the music was just incredibly fast, I was like, ugh. It probably plays better, to be honest, because it's very slow pace, but that's like what I was used to, and it just felt like you should get arrested, you know, get a knock on the door from the retro police for doing that.
Yeah, like you're using like 16:9 and the picture's all stretched, it's all squashed.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I love my retro games. Yeah.
But I like everything kind of set up convenient. Like I have a little setup here just to kind of like, I mean, and that's why I swap. I don't want me like getting me specking. I love the idea of having the original hardware, and that's why I used to be like, I've got to do everything on original hardware if I've got it. Now I just like the convenience.
Yeah, that's why I look at some point. I would like to invest in a Mister as just having his old device that has everything almost as a backup, or just other versions of it there. Yeah. But if I do need something quick in case mine's failed, that's it. Because
it's not going to last forever. But I also like the best of both worlds. I like something that can just quickly throw HDMI in and then suddenly play it. Without I've got to put it through another box and then another box and then into a PC. But that's the project
in itself, isn't it? It's like you rather want that hassle or you don't, basically.
And I suppose if you're a streamer as well, it's another weak link, isn't it? That's something can go wrong. And you probably have that loads of times. And you're just playing a game, and if someone in your chat will go, like I've seen that in yours, goes, why? This game looks a little bit dry. It shouldn't be a bit colourful, and you're like, and you suddenly your head's going, why? It looks alright to me. What is it? And just you suddenly this knob and it's there. Oh, sorry, it was my phone. I was watching it on. Like what? But you always think, is it my thing? But it might be your thing. But it is another link in the chain of like something going to go wrong when you're streaming. One last thing I want to talk about is because we've got a lot of things, but I think we've hit the 2 hours.
Yeah, have we?
Yeah, we were 2 hours. Unbelievable.
Oh wow, okay. It's been a while.
Because a streamer question, really. Because have you hit 5 years on stream yet?
I don't know. I think so.
Was it this year?
I started in around about August, July of 2020. So
yeah, you will then, because that was this year.
Yeah, this
so I
year,
started in 2020 as well. I started like October, November around that time, really, and then I got affiliate in November. So I always see that as my anniversary. But like 5 years, and this was hitting me yesterday because I wanted to kind of mention it to you because I think it'd be interesting to get your opinion on this or your perspective. Like, do you feel like you've changed, like from when you first started streaming to where you are now? Like, as an example, so yesterday I thought, oh, I'm going to get into this December thing. I'm going to play some games that I played when I first started streaming. And I was like, oh, I used to love the Time of Sorcerer, what a great game. And I played it on a stream, and it instantly was like, this is weird. I didn't get into the vibe of it at all. It was like so slow paced, and I felt like, oh, and I went back like because I've looked at old clips of me playing, and I was like sitting in a chair. I was like very like a lot lower, a lot less kind of like I don't know chatty than I am now. And I feel like maybe I just kind of like I've changed as a person, and that also reflects the kind of games I want to play, maybe on stream and the way I'm talk.
Yeah, because
you got that way as well.
That's why I get that with when people when they play just purely one game on stream. That's all they play. I'm like, I don't know how people do that. Yeah. That's why I struggle to. That's why I have one game I do differently a week, even though it takes me a week to go back to that same game. I kind of try to keep it fresh for myself because if I play a game for too long, because that's why I've given up on games, not just because I don't know it's difficult, whatever. But if I'm getting bored of it, I don't want other people to.
But no, not because of like you getting bored of the game. I mean, like when you first started streaming, what were you like? Like, were you like sticking at something? Were you as chatty as you are now on the stream? Because my confidence is built up through streaming. I know that.
I still kind of feel like I'm not, but I'm lying to myself. I know I have got more confidence.
You're more chatty
than I used to. I'm more chatty. Like when I used to go back onto it, obviously when you start streaming as well, when I literally knew nobody, I'm hardly talking. And I would leave completely dead space of me just sitting there playing a game in silence.
Yeah.
But now I feel even if no one is talking in the chat, I always feel like I want to talk during that time.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not just doing it because I think, oh, I've got to. I feel like it feels more natural for me to do that rather than go dead quiet. And if I'm doing dead quiet, just because I might be focusing on a boss or something. But any other time, I'm happy to, and I'm a lot more chatty because, I get told off for doing a Steam at times. Where I put a game on, and they go, "You haven't played for like an hour, Chris. Do you want to on the game?" And I'm like, "No, it hasn't been an hour." Oh, blimey,
but it's funny because when I did like a 5-year anniversary thing the other day, and I put together some kind of like things I've learned over the last 5 years, and my number one guideline or rule, what you want to say, was lean into what you love and what you do.
Yeah.
Lean into who you are. And what I do, I like to chat about things. And then you get some people who go, "Oh, get to the game." I used to get some people who say, "You get to the game," and then they'd get off. And
I still get that every now and again.
And that was happening when I was playing those games ages ago. And I go, "Oh no, okay, I'll get back to the game." You know what I mean? Because you don't know how to, how it all works.
You want to please everybody.
You ain't leaning into who you are, I guess. Yeah. And I think if you would have just listened to that voice, you'd probably burn out and not come back to Twitch because you think, "Oh, I don't like it."
Yeah, it's an early factor of if you'd like streaming or not, and if you kind of feel that pressure, and if you go live and you're like, don't know, I'm not really feeling this, but everyone's liking it.
Yeah,
that's where my cutoff point is. Like, no, if I'm not getting on with it and I can't enjoy myself on it, then I don't feel like it's worth doing.
I 100% got that way
and it comes across. You cannot fake that. I feel
definitely.
YouTube video, you could edit stuff and go, "Hey guys, yeah, great," and all that lot, and then afterwards you come off going, "Oh."
Yeah, because someone said when I was playing this game yesterday or the other day, and someone said, I said, "You know what, guy?" I said, I think I can't play this anymore. It's not. I used to play. I'd be able to play this kind of game years ago, and I was excited to play it because of the nostalgia. And someone said in the chat, I could totally sense your vibe. You went into it. And I was like, wow.
Everyone can see it.
Wow, yeah.
Even if you don't feel like you're showing it, because obviously you're not looking at yourself the entire time when you're playing, but people look at the game, they look at you. Look at the game, look at you. And they can tell straight away if if you're enjoying it and hating it or whatever, and then you don't want, and also don't want to make people feel awkward going, "Oh, he's playing it, but it doesn't really."
Yeah,
he's not getting into it.
I used to like. That's why I stopped playing point and click games, because I feel like I played enough of them, and I was just going through the motions. But also, I think a lot of the people, not all the people, like some of those people stayed with me, which is amazing. But some of the people were just there to see those games and want to just. And someone said that today. It's like you just wanted the back seat, and I think there was an element of that. Just want to be there, just to tell me how to do a game. And as soon as I jumped on something else, and I made a massive decision, I was like, actually, I just want to play like Mario and stuff because that's what the stuff I love. Loads of those people left. Like, and I knew this because when I was looking at a video when I was reminiscing the other day, and I was like putting, "Oh, like that person," and I was like, loads of people in that chat going, I haven't seen that. I'm not. And I was like, no, loads of people just don't come to those streams anymore because loads of them were there for those kind of games.
And then people would be super chatty when that game was on, like talking about everything about it, loving every moment of it. And then next that was the same with like when I played Super Mario All Stars, played through all those, like that was probably at the time probably was my most popular streams because everyone loves Mario and it's the Mario games and that lot. And I enjoyed playing through them because I'd never actually ever fully played through them. But I did obviously notice that they were popular, and if I wanted to, I could have stayed constantly playing them all the time. And then help to build up the people that love that game. But then I would feel that I would end up not hating the game, but just being a bit fed up after.
You're doing it for the sake of the view count rather than doing it for what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And discovery. And then because I always want to like play stuff that I never got around to playing.
Yeah.
Even if the game no one cared about it back then.
That's true.
Like I still do that thing which I shouldn't do. I set the game title to the game I'm playing, not to retro.
Yeah.
Because I like to show the game I'm playing and have a count up because you can look on your own stats of how long he was on a game and stuff.
Yeah.
And now it comes with two problems, like doing that is good because I just want to promote that game because I loved it, but it might be a game that hardly anyone really plays.
And I suppose in a way you've got to try and go for a balance because you want to be successful as a streamer. Obviously, that's why it's one of the reasons you do it, but also you want to be part of a community, of people who want to turn up and just you want to go and see each other's streams and kind of like be part of that kind of community feeling.
Yeah, that's why I'd struggle with new games because when a new game comes out, I feel that them sort of streamers have to play the latest
Oh god,
game.
yeah, and you do see that a lot.
Honestly,
The
now.
newest games they will do, and you almost get stuck on a loop
Yeah.
with that, don't you? You know, and
Yes, yeah.
like for me, I feel like in that regard, it's always a risk with me because I feel like most time if I pick a game that's new, it's never like the big AAA games. It's always like an indie game that I'm excited to play about, and they're probably, if we're talking numbers, they're probably my least successful ones. But for me, I'm excited to play those ones and push them out, yeah. And you know, I can't wait to go top 10s or top 5s or whatever next time because of that. And but I feel like if I started playing Warzone or something, I don't know what the new games are like that Call of Duty. Whatever the nonsense.
It's Black Ops 6 or 7 or something?
Black Ops. yeah, that thing. It'd be like, why are you doing this? It's like I'd be terrible at it anyway. But it would not be the reason, and why I'd want to do streaming in the first place. It'd be like, you go and do something else. If you're gonna do that, you know what I mean?
That's why you're doing it, because like we do it because of the passion of the games we're playing, and it comes across, and people see that. Like when I put my Master System on, I never grew up with a Master System, so when I had all them games I got a little while ago, I was so excited. I felt like kid at Christmas, just having a big pile of games. Oh God, what should we play now? And I didn't really focus on one game for too long, but it was so exciting.
And what did you say to me when I came in later? You were like, look, Steve, look at all these games I've played in one session. And compared to how many you did, and what are your Master System streams? And I was like, yeah, but
I did 7.
I do in-depth analysis of each one of mine, where we go through. It's like, is it bangers? Is it trash?
You got that sort of different.
Exactly.
Sort of
you know, where you just go, I'm just gonna play it for the 5 minutes. It's like, no, we went through it properly.
Although there was a couple that I ended up staying on for ages more than I thought I was going to.
What did you think of Psycho Fox, by the way? Did you think it was all right? Because I've got nostalgia for it.
It's funny because you're the only person I know who loves it. Everyone on YouTube has talked about it, hates it, like really hates it. I played it, I enjoy it. The problem I didn't like is it felt like I kept saying it in stream. It felt like I was kind of driving a vehicle on a skateboard.
It's all about momentum.
And you need momentum to jump. And my head, like if you play Mario, we can somebody that momentum, but more likely you can jump on the spot and get to another point.
Yeah, totally.
But it's just when I would just go jump, fall.
I can't even say like, oh, this is pre-Mario because this was 1989, so Mario had been out for ages. So you know.
Yeah, you can't even say it's like, oh, the first game. It just because it made you feel like you look so bad at the game because you're like, well, how can you miss that jump? But it's like, I want to go back.
Nostalgia is an incredibly powerful thing, isn't it? Like when I saw that and I thought they could change into all these different animals, now vibrant and massive, the sprites, where I was like, this is beautiful, oh my God, and I love the music. I mean, have you got Wonder Boy 3? You haven't got that yet, have you? You're going to pick that up soon.
Not yet. I don't know if it's. I keep thinking it was the first one. I don't think it's not. I think it's the second. It's Wonder Boy in Monster Land.
You're the first one, yeah. I need all of the Wonder Boys as well. I mean, that's getting me to want to go and get more. Because I saw one when we were in Manchester the other day. I saw Tennis Ace for a £5, and I was like, oh, I get that. And then I was like, do I already own it?
Yeah, you need to start taking a list with you.
Yeah, you've probably got as much as what I've got. I've got like 2 layers there. How many have you got? I've
got 38 in that bundle, and then I had 5. I had 5 that I still owned.
I've probably got just a little bit more than you, but I have been collecting these forever, and you just went, yeah, I'll have all one bundle.
No, I just got very lucky. The other games I bought randomly.
And you got 2 copies of Streets of Rage 2 as well. What the hell?
Yeah, one I did pay £60 for a few years ago. But even like back then, I didn't think it was.
I don't know why you don't sell one of them just to pay for the whole bundle. Then you've got your money back. You know, I just would do that. That's why I have 2. You know,
just so I could just go.
I know, and I haven't got one. I've got 2 of them. You haven't got one.
I'm a terrible. Like, I would never make a very good reseller at all. Because I would buy 6 games. Maybe sell 1. That'd be me, and then I'll be down on money because I'm like, I would like to get rid of it, but it's a problem is as well when you get a big find like that. I see that as such a big thing that oh my God, I got that collection in this like extremely really good deal. That I kind of want to keep hold of that memory of it, even though
I know you mean.
Off that, and go, oh, I know I could sell that to make money back from because it was £100 for that lot.
Yeah,
and I won't tell you how much it was worth, but it's worth more than £100, and I could make the money back from a lot of it. But then at the same time, it just kind of called it. That's my biggest ever find on stuff, and some stuff if I got a double of things, I do normally try and get rid of it. But
it says you need to sell a copy of Castle Illusion. You don't have Castle Illusion, Julio? Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. I got 2 of them as well. For some reason, it's under I had 2.
Top 10 for me. Top 10. Absolutely.
That I probably would because it's. But then the problem is, how do you sell? Like Streets of Rage 2, yes, it's worth a lot of money. How do I sell something that amount of money?
eBay.
I wouldn't do it for the post because imagine get lost in the post.
I do worry about that stuff where people will just go, "Oh, it didn't arrive."
Yeah, it didn't arrive, and they could just con you for it.
Yeah,
and
it's worrying, isn't it? I think it's like you're probably better off going to groups or something, isn't it? Like, or someone you know.
Yeah. Someone who says the only thing that's different in my version is that obviously the child who had it before me wanted a bit of colour in the manual.
Oh no!
So on the manual, they've tried to colour in the characters on the manual in crayon.
I've never even played any of the Streets of Rage games on the Master System. I can't wait to grab them. Really bad. It's just so rare.
It's just because America never got Streets of Rage 2 on the Master System. Weirdly, it's quite cheap on the Game Gear, and the Game Gear plays just like the Master System.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's a rare game they didn't bring out. It's not a very good version. It's not 2-player. It plays just like the first one. It plays nothing like number 2 that you know on Mega Drive. I got it because I wanted to collect.
You know what's mad? Because Double Dragon is one of the best 8-bit games on the Master System. One of the best Master System games right up there. I think that's better for me than the NES one. I mean, the NES one's good because you level up and stuff like that. I like the Master System version better. I mean, that's the one I played way more of when I was a kid and enjoyed it. And also, I think it's 2-player as well. I don't think the NES version is 2-player. So it's one of those things.
It's not. It's single player. But that's why I kind of. Before I wasn't really collecting for it, even though I had one. But now, so what I'm kind of doing is now when I go to a games market or CEX or whatever, and I see a game that's complete but quite cheap, I'm going to try and slowly build up the library of games.
I made a list the other day. I think you probably heard me saying on the stream of like the only things I collect, and obviously Master System's one of them. And when I go to the game fairs, definitely in Leeds, I think it's going to be my first one next year. I think it's in February.
Yeah,
February.
I've got to make sure I'm a little bit far ahead of you.
Well, here's the thing: you're the only person now, because for the longest time I've been like, "Oh, Master System."
Yeah, well, maybe Julio,
nobody's bothered. Maybe I don't even know if I've seen Julio there. But now you're going to be like, oh, but like,
before I was like,
we'll have to swap our lists. There's maybe something I've got like that I've got to swap off. I don't know if I've got swaps, but we'll swap our list and see if there's anything like we can kind of do swaps for us. If we've got any, you probably got some. Yeah, I've like there might be something. Have you got Oh, do you know what? I've got something that you would love, and I think you'd probably swap it for Streets of Rage 2.
Okay, what's that?
You would love this, mate. You might not have it. Right, you might not have heard of it, but it was very rare, right?
Oh, rare game.
Very rare game. You would love it.
I haven't played the Master System version, but I had it on Game Boy.
So good.
As a kid, and I despised the Game Boy game.
There's
one game my parents bought me for my birthday, and they paid full price for it. And
everyone did, because everyone was like, "Oh, it's like Van Damme."
I thought it was going to be a Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it was going to be the next big Bloodsport kickboxer type game. I've not played Master System, so I don't know. It's got artwork though. It's not like it's basically
it looks nice, but it was like one of those cheap games, wasn't it? Yeah, like that's Del Griffith from Plane Trains. I always do that. I taught my dad that at Christmas. He does this. My dad always gets it wrong because he does that with his watch. How about this? Can't see a watch. And my dad goes. I was like, "What are you doing, Dad? What's that?" He's showing it on himself. He grabs something and goes like this about that. I was like, "What are you doing?" He never understands it.
It ain't a magic lamp.
It is the pog lamp. But here you go. So you will hear the first Streets of Rage 2 for this. Thanks, mate.
He's actually got a manual though.
It does actually. Look at that.
Oh damn it! I was gonna say no manual.
Look at the quality of that. It's photocopied 17 times. I'm not bothered. I mean, I'm kind of bothered about the manual, but it's not like a thing that entices me. I'll buy
because the manuals are terrible, really.
Yeah, I'll never use it. I'm bothered about getting the case in the game. That's it, really.
Yeah, all I want is to make sure that the cover is not gone weird yellow because you're dealing with a lot of white. When they are bad damage, they look awful, don't they?
Oh wow! Julio says offer 2 of the Streets of Rages for me for the thing. Wow, wow, this is amazing.
It really dropped in price. Blimey.
Worth £2 for the spare. Oh, how dare you! But yeah, we're gonna. We're the next at the next fair. We're gonna be over there after. I collect Game Gear as well, so we have the same thing. And also, I'm not bothered about cases for those ones. I'll just buy the cartridges.
Loose Game Gear games. I don't care about boxes because they're a lot cheaper. It's mad how much the difference are in the price.
I do not mind that as well. And the Game Gear is ace. And at some point, the analog will do a Game Gear player or something like that. You know, someone will do.
You can already on the analog pocket.
Can you play game? Oh, adapter for it. Oh,
yeah, I've got that. I've got the adapter for it.
Oh my god, that's amazing! Did not know that.
I only was why I collect Game Gear a little bit. You know,
I've got a few.
Of those.
All right.
Well, we should, if we do like go to the market, we have to have a bit of a competition and get the best game.
No, don't do that because I only bring like 20 quid. You bring 1,000 or something.
No, I don't.
Like, I'll have it all, sir.
Are you going to buy one game there? So with the hat, I'll buy the entire box.
Yeah, exactly. The entire box of Pit Fighter. That's what I'll do. No, I only have a budget when I go, and so I don't spend that much. But there'll be certain games I need to get. Obviously, there's a bunch of what you've got, and I'll be like, I need to fill the gaps with those ones as well. Not going to take yours, but anyway, we've come to the end of this episode of this podcast. Next time, we're going to be doing our top 10 games of the year. 5 games we played this year that we hadn't played before. Like retro games, and 5 new games. So we're going to get going with your lists and things that have happened maybe through the year. Talk about like a best nostalgic moments.
We don't always talk about all the games we play offline because we do play retro, and I know obviously like certain days a week you play some newer stuff and that, but we do play other stuff outside the streams that we don't really talk about.
We don't do that at all, and we should. We should definitely do that. So we'll do that next time. But in the meantime, is there anything that you've been doing on like YouTube or like that you want to share?
I'm a bit behind with the YouTube stuff, but I have about.
Are you still doing that video about you going to the Nintendo shop?
Yeah. It was been hard to cut because of like it being a small shop, moving around. Don't want to film people's back of their heads and stuff. Yeah. And it trying to cut it in a way, but that's almost done now. So I've got that. I've got a few others. I went to the gaming market. I did a bit of a mini one that. Got that one coming out. I've got. I still want to do, even though we spoke about the Master System bundle. I want to give the full story of that Master System bundle.
That'll be great.
That's so people a bit more clear.
I bet there's loads of stuff we don't know as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Just because of like people think I walked into a shop and went, oh, I'll have all that lot.
I bet there's stuff we can't believe as well. We can't believe that happened.
Yeah. It will be like it'll be.
I've got those thumbnails like with me like that.
I'm actually gonna have one of those.
You better do.
I'm gonna have all of them in my arm and going. Oh,
you better do that. You better do that.
Like the biggest
gold
shiny ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like Blair, some of them out.
I can do that.
And Blair, one of them said, "This game is worth like crazy. You know what I mean? I pick up
and have like the money like floating out.
I'm joking, but I do all this because it works. It's good. It's fun to make as well.
I'll actually do that this time. I'm gonna do that.
And you're back on streaming when Sunday.
I'm gonna be back on Sunday. Yeah. Currently playing Pikmin on the GameCube.
Oh yeah, I've never played that, and I'll be honest. Every time I did jump in your stream watching it, I never understand it. And I'm gonna come in on Sunday and ask you how it works. You can teach me.
Yeah.
I never understand it.
It's a weird game, but yeah.
I'm gonna play Super. Super was playing it ages ago. He tried to, and I still didn't. I think it's like one of those games you've got to play to kind of get. I just don't understand.
The only thing I did like is I'm quite precious with the creatures, even though you can bring them back.
Oh, Danny isn't.
Danny's not. So she ended up walking into water and killed like 20. I was horrified. She went, "That's a shame, isn't it?" And I'm like, "We just killed all of them."
They're all dead.
I would start the level over. I'm that sort of person. But yeah.
You're back on Sunday. I am back on Monday for more Dark Souls. Part 50 of 1,000 because I'm going to be playing that till next Christmas. Are you going to
play through to the end?
Yeah, 100%.
Are you?
100%.
I've lost my bet, by the way. I've lost my bet.
I
thought you were going to play a week. I said like one stream. You're going to go. Yeah, it's not bad that. Next time might change up a little.
How dare
and then never come back to it.
No, I've got the bug. I love it. I think it's great. I can't wait to play more. And YouTube wise, I don't know. I put clips out, loads of clips out now, all on this channel, so you'll all see them all. And more Dad and Lad videos coming. I've just got to record the damn things. Yes. Loads of them. I've got a Spider-Man suit now, so I've got to do a sketch with Spider-Man in it. And I was gonna do.
yeah.
I was telling one. Then there's one about. I'll just tell you now because I'm not going to do this one, but I'll just tell you when.
World exclusive.
Yeah, this is not going to get done because it'd be banned, right? So it'd be the dad going,
Blimey.
"Oh, I've got you a Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming to your birthday party, son." And they'll be like, "Oh, I love Spider-Man, son." And it'd be me. That's a Spider-Man. But like, if you see the bottom of the Spider-Man suit, it's like, it's too tight. If you know what I mean. It's like, so the kid would be like, and Dad'd be like, I think I've booked the wrong one. You know, it'd be that kind of thing.
Is that the right Spider-Man?
Yeah. Wait, it's an adult Spider-Man. So it'll be like, I can't film that one, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he does that with his arms all of a sudden and starts doing to the music. Like, wait a minute.
Puts the tape on and all like that, like, simply the best. Yeah. So we can't.
Keep your hat on.
Yeah, leave your. So obviously can't do that one. Like that little dancers like that, shaking his bum. Definitely can't do that one because it will be an amazing video. It will be a good video, but it'll
be a Patreon one.
I'm too scared to do it. I'm too scared to do that one. It'll be in it in some other fashion. But anyway, thank you so much for doing this, and I'm just gonna put the music back on. Where is it there? People, I don't think you can hear the music playing, but people should be able to hear some music now. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Couple of weeks. We'll be back for this one. So that will be my last day streaming as well. So it'll be that day. All right. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.